Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final BurnBryte session of After Midnight.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We're gonna do. It won't take the full 4 hours like we normally do. So unless we have a long epilogue, of course. So it's gonna be really interesting. I do have a throat problem today, so I might sound different than I normally do. But I'm gonna power through it. Everyone else here is it's gonna be interesting. So I mean, before we start, there's a lot of things to go through, but I mean, obviously we were chatting for a while, so I guess there's not much chatter to make before the session. So why not just kind of get into it?
Fair.
I've done this twice before. I go through what's happened since the start. I think it's good to do that again, especially because it's been about 2 months.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And there's quite a lot to go through, and I got a lot of time, so we're gonna do it. So we started off with all of you on your ship, the Wanderer, the Whisperer. Did it again.
The Whistler.
Wanderer class. No, he was right. It's a Wanderer class. It's a Wanderer
The
class.
Whisperer. Yeah, Wanderer class ship, the Whisperer.
Kraw, the Whistler.
Yeah.
It's the Whistler.
I like the fact that it was. I thought I was waiting. I was actually waiting for him to figure out. Like eventually, it would have been the Whistler Whisperer.
The Wanker. The Warbler.
Where's the Look at it real quick to make sure you're in there. I'll just change his
Whittler.
name. That's fine. I'll change his name. That's fine. We'll be fine.
The Whippersnapper.
Regardless, you guys were patrolling near the. Not patrolling necessarily. You had a
Walker.
job you were doing.
Uh,
You were going to grab some. What? All right. You're going to grab some plasma for someone, smuggle some. However, you got a distress signal for a ship called the Midnight Oil. You went there. The ship was completely destroyed. There were a few of these smaller creatures, Nivics, that were scavenging the wreckage. All the plasma, the ship, which you eventually found out the ship was transporting plasma, was gone. The Nivics, you guys fought through them to find any information on the ship, and you were contacted by the AR. It's wrong. Crap. I think it's
ARC.
ARG.
ARC.
You
ARC.
were right that time.
Yeah.
No, it was ARC. I was wrong. I said ARG, but okay, the ARC.
The ARG.
Yeah, I know.
What a bad name for an organization. We are the ARG. Our cousins, the Borg, they thought we
The
were horrible,
Arborg.
so we were called the ARG.
You're contacted by a Zivoy in a Olren outfit, I guess you call it outfit. Body, probably a better word. Named Dinhear. Dinhear.
Damn it, Bobby.
And
Shh.
Dinhear contacted you, give you information on where to rendezvous with him, get some reward for what you've done, and he hired you on some new jobs. That was part 1. Part 2, you guys headed to the Erva Port, a planet in the how do I explain it? I think it's Heartworlds. It's called the Heartworlds. One of the moons of the Heartworlds, where you met up with at a restaurant called the Grinding Gears, where there's a chef there. His brother was underneath working on robots, building these robots for some person named A Hero that you found out. After dealing with him, you guys decided to leave him to the authorities. He would have helped you, but you guys decided against it. That was fine. And so you reported that didn't hear any information you had acquired. And so he wanted you to contact Saul Peralta on Olren, fairly no one, once again, the Heartworlds. And not being able to contact him, you guys headed to Saul Peralta Manor and Dryte, where you found the Black Flame Bandits were destroying the place. Later, you found out they were hired by the same A Hero to do so. And you continued forward, finally getting to the head of the Black Flame Bandits, Jelzak. You defeated him, getting his amulet of isolation, and get Saul Peralta thanks. Well, Saul Peralta somehow knowing Kalerin in the process from a long time ago. After leaving, you guys had extra information on where the Black Flame Bandits were going to rendezvous with the Order of Heroes, a new organization you figured out A Hero is a part of, significant part of, significant. Heading into part 4, didn't you give you the leash virus to take off information from the Last Hope, the flagship of the Order of Heroes. You headed past a meteor asteroid belt where the Order of Heroes fleet resided. You tried to convince them you were Black Flame Bandits, which was a mistake because they were going to kill the Black Flame Bandits. So They shot at you. You guys barely got enough time with some extra Nova points from Tina. Got out with the leech virus, getting all the information. To which Didn't Hear was able to tell you guys all about what the Order Heroes are doing. Something called Project Gasball, which is also the name of a tabletop RPG in the game. So, Project Gasball, which is a ritual, an old ritual that they had gotten the vase from Celebralta's Manor to use with the plasma from part 1 from the Midnight Oil to put in all these vases. And if they were to chant it a certain way, would move a neutron star or move any large celestial body. They plan to move a neutral star into the burn, which would pull a ton of other planets with it, of billions and billions of people. And so Didn't Hear officer, would you stop that? So he grabbed some ARC troops around as soon as he could, as close as he could. It's ragtag group, and probably by the time you guys are done here, there's not going to be very many left of them. But you guys were told to go in the space station. You guys got on with too much trouble. Could have been worse. You got aboard this desperation, and you went through the desperation, searching for any information you could get, finishing also all of your story paths in the process. We talked about last session, and knowing that for the ritual, you're going to have to stop. They're going to use all the plasma of vases, and once all the plasma is gone from all the vases, the ritual cannot be stopped, and will move that neutron star. There's only one way to stop it, and that's by crashing MI into the neutron star that's moving. So, just aware of that. Now, you guys cleared out most of the desperation, finding information in Clarins' shipmates that had unfortunately died due to getting caught with a distress signal. You got the computer room, accessing the ritual room, and you guys last open the door to the ritual room, where we find yourselves in front of quite a few scientists, as well as a creature you now know as Tengu. A large, that's exactly right. It's a very ancient golem controlled by a crystal on its head. You can see it crystal clear as day. You saw it with the preview on the start screen. That was the Tengu itself, holding some people, but we'll see how that goes. So next to Tengu is a key.
I don't mean to stop you. I love how Kalerin is like down here in the bottom right. He's just looking like, I'm not going near that fucking thing.
And meanwhile, Tina is in its hands like, wee!
She looks mad. She looks pissed off.
Clarins has, of course, slugged his way into like a hidey hole somewhere. He's just not like, he's not taking part in this for this photo shoot.
Absolutely.
So next to Tengu is a Keithuk wearing fashionable clothes beneath a lab coat, standing on a 5-foot high platform, raising a glowing purple vase above her head and chanting to the ceiling. 6 other, it looks like other kind of races. So there's a Glean, there's a few, not maybe a Driftling, maybe Keithuk, but all with glowing purple bowls above their head, chanting in a call and response with who you now know as Yao Renisfault. A huge statue, the Tengu, with a reptilian appearance and a red crystal on his forehead, stands at the center of the room, and there you see all these orange symbols glowing amongst the floor. Now, I didn't mention at the end of last session, I was tracking your failures. So, there are 7 vessels. So, 6 for the Brigas and 1 Diawa, the vase itself. Now, with the number of failures you guys had, it depends on how many vessels don't have plasma. So, I'm sorry. Of the 7, 5 of them don't have plasma.
Holy shit balls.
That's bad. That's really
V bad.
So we got to break the main vase before we do like anything else. That's got to be our
Yes.
number 1 priority.
Accurate.
I've marked 2 creatures with vases. Well, one with a bowl, one with a vase, with plasma in it.
Can you? I don't know if I see that because I'm like, look.
You're not.
you might not. You might not be able to see it from your position. You can see the pink dot on top of Yawa.
Is
Just
this-
barely.
Is this Yala who's
I'm
right
just
in
gonna
front of the
move
trigger?
into the room just so I can see things, if you don't mind.
You should be able to see Yawa's. Oh, there you go.
Well, now I can, and so can the
And
rest
her
of
name,
chat
sorry.
and everybody else. Yawa Renisfault.
Okay, now she's got a name.
Yowas.
That's her.
Yowie zowie.
Yowza.
Right?
Yow.
Can you shift Z Yawa so I can see what Yawa looks like? Oh, damn.
And she has a lab coat on, so it's not showing the picture. I don't have a custom picture for it, unfortunately.
No,
but
that's great.
She looks like a bitch.
What the hell?
No, she
Why you
is-
gotta be so judgy?
See, I was
Yeah.
going to say boss babe, but like, I guess
For
we all
real.
have our
There's,
opinions.
I listen. She's really doing it for me. Actually, I don't know. It's something about the.
She looks tough.
It's something about the tilt of those multiple eyes. There's just a certain degree of like
Yeah.
flirtiness to it.
Yeah, yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Like,
Man, y'all are a bunch of simps.
I make no apologies.
Oh my god.
So it's obvious to you guys when you walk in, there's chanting, and the chanting seems to be doing something. Obviously, the plasma in the bowl also seems to be doing something. And that thing looks kind of sturdy. Not saying it can't be broken. I'm just saying it looks kind of sturdy. So it'll be interesting to see how you're gonna attempt to hurt it. We'll see if you guys decide to do that, or you can stop chanting, or you can try to kill them all. I don't know. However you guys want to do it, we'll see. That being said, let's begin, shall we?
Balls.
So I don't know why my doesn't have the list on here, so I'll add them again. So phase 1, phase 2. Let's hold it up.
I also feel like I want to let you guys know about my new Nova ability that I
Oh,
picked
yes,
up with my
please.
I
story
can check
pack,
my character.
because it's something that might be of use to us.
Okay.
I
You
now
start
have
combat with 1 advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, or no. Yes, we start with
One
one advantage because
advantage.
it's something in our ship. Yes,
Okay.
and the first time that I generate one, it will be 2.
So it's unfortunate for you guys because there are 5 scientists who are unattended. They're while they chant, they don't no longer have to hold their pole. And so they see you come in, and you see Yawa, like she just ignores you. She's just looking up at the statue does not. And so neither the scientists. So let's go to the scientists first. So I'm gonna give you that's what the dots are for, I think, to mark who's attacking who. So I'm gonna give you guys dots so you know who's attacking who when you look at these creatures. Yeah, Kalerin has a red one. Okay, that's why it was. That's why they were there, by the way.
It's
so
a statue, right?
it seems to be moving.
Yeah, I know. I'm
It
just
looks
saying.
like a statue,
but
but it's
it-
moving.
Okay, but it resembles a statue. Okay, just making sure.
So the top scientist, the one up above everyone else, is going to use something called confuse on Clarins. The one below it's also going to use confuse on Kalerin. The one next to Tingu is going to use confuse on Stella, and the one closest to Clarins is going to
Sorry.
use pain point on Clarins.
Ooh.
The one at the south will use basically just a knife against Clarins as well.
He's got a knife.
Now, Yawa and the other scientists continue chanting and will continue holding their bowls above their head. So they will only do that. The Tingu is it's going to slam Clarins
Ugh.
and Tina.
It can do
Yikes! it can
multiple
reach us?
targets?
Well, it's pretty big.
And that is phase 1. So let's go to phase 2. What are you guys gonna do?
Ugh.
I have that freaking exploding ability if we need it.
I
The
don't
other
think that's going to
thing-
allow damage to the Tengu.
The other thing I was going to say is my new Nova ability I have is called Supernova, where if anybody else uses a Nova ability, I can use mine and 2 Nova points to make everyone else able to use a Nova ability without spending a Nova point.
Ooh, that's cool.
I love it.
Nice.
I love how we all turned into Monty Python there for a second. Ooh.
Well,
Throwing that out there to
guys-
keep in mind that
If you guys would like, I can go first and generate us some more advantages.
We're going to need him
Yeah.
a lot.
All right. So what I want to do to start with, my move is 5. Our move is 5, right?
Yes.
2, 3, 4. All right. So I'm going to take my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's an athletics roll to move beyond your movement.
I'm going to move into the
That's
room.
right.
I know I'm here, but I'm just going to move into the room so the chat can see what the hell you're doing, Tina, because I don't have vision on you.
Cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make try to make it an
Flex to
athletics
2.
roll to move here. So
You hear Yawa as he comes in, it's like so far she, and then the scientists, all the scientists do sauvage all at the same time.
Athletics complexity 2. Pass. All righty.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so I'm going to use that to put Yawa between me and this guy so that hopefully he can't slam me.
Okay.
And then I would like to use my knowledge skill. I have seen lots of antiques and fancy items. I want to take a look at this vessel that Yawa is holding to try to get a better idea of what it's going to take to destroy it. To
Complexity
generate
3.
us some advantages. Complexity 3, knowledge roll, pass,
Nice.
and Nova point.
Nice.
So yeah, you got an advantage. I think you get 2. So
Yeah, so that gives that gives us 2 advantages, and me and Nova
and
point.
I'll give you a little bit. Yeah. So like, I mean, you guys obviously it's a vase. You can destroy it.
So
not
it's not impermeable to damage.
It's not impermeable, no, but it's sturdy, very sturdy, very sturdy.
Okay, and then standing over Yawa's shoulder, I am gonna try to inflict some psychic damage on her. I would like to make a presence roll to make my voice as disappointed as I possibly can and say, what would Kree and Mel think of this?
Well, complexity 4.
Complexity 4 presence. Let's do it.
For those who don't remember, that was her family.
Ooh.
I'm gonna burn one of my advantages on this one.
No
And you
2,
guys
no
are
5,
cool
no
with that?
7.
Oh boy. Don't get a 2, 5, or 7.
6.
All right.
All right, and then with that,
Her yeah, she gives a little twitch for a moment, but she continues chanting.
with that, I am going to use a Nova ability.
What is your
Venomous bite.
a moderate
Ooh.
of
Like
Inflict
negative
a moderate
condition?
negative condition on target after an attack. I just made a mental attack.
Roll a D3 for me.
All right.
Remind me what a negative condition on a target does.
But
Negative
a
That's
negative
n-
condition.
I know what it does for
basically can roll that.
PCs, but I don't know
Roll
what it does
dice.
for NPCs.
Roll an extra. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. But let me make sure.
All right.
It
That's
might do
a
something different. Let me look. Oh, okay. A negative condition decreases the complexity of skills made to attack and influence the NPC. So
Okay, so it makes it easier for us to do stuff against that NPC.
okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
Okay,
actually
so
pretty useful.
So physical skills have a complexity 1 less against Yao.
Physical 1 less against Yawa.
Nice.
All right, and then to
That's for all of us or just Tina?
All of you.
for everybody.
Nice. Okay. Hell yes.
Why I like that ability. And then I am going to use my where
She
is
seems
it?
put
My-
off, and she like isn't paying as much attention to like avoiding attacks even while she's chanting. So she's more focused on chanting than anything now.
Yep. And so because I've had all successes, I can make my complexity 2 stealth roll to try to hide behind her. So that all enemies will be unaware of my position. It basically says, when, let me hear, I'll show you. This is my special ability.
When you end your turn of combat without a skill roll failure, because you turned your failure into a success,
Mm-hmm.
you can make a complexity 2 skill roll, stealth skill roll to
So you-
hide.
So you are in a darkish room, even though it's orange glowing and stuff. It's not obvious where everything is. So any creature that doesn't have any way of seeing you in the dark cannot see you right now.
All right. So I'm gonna do my complexity 2 stealth.
You probably make it.
Pass. And that means I get that was 4 successes in a turn. So I get
So
the
minor positive.
minor positive condition, correct?
Pick one of the 4 that you use.
What did I use? I'm gonna take it on athletics, I think.
All right, next person then.
I'll go.
right.
All right. So Stella's never seen something so enormous and so beautiful and so terrifying in her entire life. So she will float into the room, see all of these fucking glean that are floating and chanting, and like it just like it completely disheartens her that her own people, even though she doesn't like many of them, would go so far as to do this for the sake of what they think is essentially saving the galaxy, which is definitely not going to happen. Like, this is the worst of all possible universes. So seeing all that Filiberty Gibbet that happened with Tina and Yawa, I would say Stella, she's going to start to rack up some damage on the vase. As much as it pains her to destroy a piece of art.
So, wait, so you're trying to shoot the vase?
I'm going to try to shoot the vase.
Okay, 1 second. So, trying to hit this vase goes a little outside of normal combat rules.
Okay.
So, you're going to need to roll complexity 5.
Woo, baby. Do I know it's that hard?
No,
Okay.
not originally. You're not close enough. Tina got the knowledge roll. Tina knows.
Fuck. So I wouldn't know that it's that hard to hit the vase. Or I should
you
say
know
to
what?
damage the vase.
No, Tina could say it out loud.
Yeah.
I think
This
it's
is a
fine.
really hard vase to damage. It seems really tough. Tina, thank you. I appreciate that.
Maybe it's a little smaller than we anticipated. it
Yeah, it's just a
being.
really hard target. So yeah, I guess Stella is gonna just then say, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna blast that bitch's face right off then. And aims right at Yawa and shoots her with her laser rifle.
All right, and it's range complexity 2, even though she has she can't go lower than complexity 2. So complexity 2.
Roger that. Let me just double check and see how much. I have so many fucking things in my inventory. I even have a laser sword. How did I get a laser sword? Did I buy a
Off of
laser sword?
No, off of someone we knocked out. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I'm definitely a ranged DPS.
Yeah,
I am not
just-
the someone to jump in and start swinging swords. I just got it for the fun of it. All right, so laser sniper rifle.
Your shot.
It does extra damage, so it will do 2 damage if it hits.
Kraw, who is
Right.
the other full vase, by the way?
The one with the pink. The one with the pink dot.
This guy down at the bottom?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
Complexity 2, you said, correct, Kraw?
Yep. Complexity 2.
Here we go. Bam. That's a pass.
Nice.
Cool.
That does 2 damage to Yawa.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me check something.
She's only got 2 hit points. There you go. I did it, everybody. Shit. Okay, well, are these creatures, these glean, are they moving into, like, you said they were doing some kind of thing where they were going to try to confuse us?
Specifically,
Not me.
they're gonna overwhelm you with thoughts, new thoughts. That's what it says. So whatever that means.
Overwhelm me with new thoughts. Like, what are they going to lecture me to death? What the fuck?
I think they're trying to convert us to their religion.
Oh my God! It's the death of we have Jehovah's Witnesses here. All right, that's cool. I'm just gonna then take out. Stella doesn't like this thing in her face, even and she'll just try to just chop it in half with her laser sword. That is a melee.
Scientist?
No, that is a. Could you say that she did it athletically? Like she tried to really just shove this sword just as hard as she possibly could at this
Confusing
creature.
athletic with power.
Damn.
Athletics is like acrobatics.
Oh, then power. Yeah, the full raw strength of her tiny little glean
Sure,
body.
complexity 3.
Oh, balls. This
You
is
can do it.
this is very unlikely to occur. I have a 4 on my power die. Why did I choose this? This is so mistaking.
You have a 37.5% chance.
That's really low.
It's not that bad.
Thank you for killing my total. Yeah, you're gonna hash my fuck.
Oh,
Aw.
I didn't mean to
You have
harsh
two
you, Mello.
advantages.
I'm
You
sorry.
harshed my mellow. Well, there we go. There's my first failure. Won't be my last.
You have 2 advantages if you want to use them.
I'm not going to use them this early in the fight. Hell no.
Collapse point or failure point. Failure point sounds more fun.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. You will You'll see the result later.
Oh,
I'll have
fuck.
to remind myself.
A massive
Oh, geez.
distraction. Oh my god.
In crashes another Tengu.
Right, for real.
And as your turn ends, hey, I have a class point. Let's spend it, why don't I? So, hey, that big thing right in front of you, the Tengu, it's gonna use an attack. It's a weird attack name. It's called Alone. It's gonna use it on go with Clarins.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. Did you say the attack is called Alone?
Yeah. Sorry,
Like-
I mean Clarins. Sorry, I meant Kalerin, excuse me.
So you're
It's called Alone.
wait. I'm a little confused. The attack is called Alone? Like
And I'm
Yeah.
guessing we'll find out what it does at the end of the round.
It seems like whatever it is something mental.
honestly,
it's-
if I got a loan, I would certainly try to pay it off at the lowest possible interest rate that I could possibly get.
Okay. Well, anyways, Clarins and Cal, you still have your turn.
Cal, do you mind if I go next?
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pop in here, like so. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is we can have another advantage right now, correct?
You have two.
Yeah, we're not at our
I
max.
think
Okay.
we can have up to
Your max is
4.
four.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I'm going to try to generate another advantage. I want to try to use perception to see if I can look around the room and see if there is anything in the room that would be of use to us in this fight, like unsecured equipment or something that looks like it could fall on something or
An airlock, we could throw someone out.
Yeah, something that could explode if I fucked with
Mm.
it. That kind of stuff. How does that sound?
Go ahead and roll +2 perception.
All right.
Nice.
So you get advantage. I'm not sure how to give you the description. I guess you're looking around for some sort of weak point.
I'm an idiot. I'm such a fucking
It seems
idiot.
like this place is well put together in advance. That much gets kind of obvious to you, and you get the feeling that there's at least some planning going on in the room they're in. It doesn't look like there's any obvious path. Like there's a grate in the back that might lead to like an air vent, but that's probably not an airlock, fortunately. So it's not really a lot of information, but you get the advantage.
Okay. All right. Next thing is I have a question. Out of the 2 scientists that are targeting me, you said one of them had a knife and one was going to do the.
There are 3 scientists targeting you.
Oh, I know, but out of. Oh, okay. What? Maybe I can't see a scientist. Oh yeah, there's one up there. All right. My question is, which one is the one that has the knife? Because that's the one I'm going to deprioritize right now.
True. I think I'm trying to remember. I don't think that any of them use their knife. So I think the one closest to you is using a pain point, and the other
Okay.
two are using confuse. I think. If I'm wrong on that, we can roll back tape. I think that's right though.
No, I mean, I thought you said one of them had a knife, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it wouldn't make any
That's
sense. No,
fine.
they wouldn't confuse you twice. The bottom one's probably using his knife. Middle one's probably pain point. The top one's confused. Sorry.
Okay. Well, cool. All right. So given what we said before, I am now going to turn my attention onto attacking Yahweh here with extreme prejudice. So I'm going to be doing a ranged attack with my laser sniper rifle. And if that hits, I've also got an additional point of damage as a species special ability.
Nice.
So what's the complexity on that one?
It's ranged, I think. So you're using range, I assume, or what are you using?
I'm using ranged, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a physical. So she has a condition that makes your physicals do 1 less. So you can go ahead and roll 1 less than Plexi 3, so Plexi 2.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Oh, take it. We got 3 advantages. Take one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. And
Roll 4.
You have a
That's a D.
D10, honestly.
yeah, I know, right? Like, what are the chances?
Well, actually,
Let's say that.
Hard.
technically speaking. There you go.
Okay. So you hit her. You see it going, and while she's chanting, she looks like she can see what you're doing. She's not completely oblivious, and she is going to use a Nova ability.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Total shell, and your bolt goes in. She turns around. It hits the back of her shell. It's not like it scrapes off, but it digs into the shell and doesn't do any damage.
Huh.
Oh, brat.
How did she get a Nova ability?
She's the big bad.
I guess that means she has like legendary actions essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well.
And bad news, by the way, that lasts until the start of next turn.
Oh God, fucking shit.
Well, then just try to get the goddamn bowl out of her hands, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
Did
next
she
thing to do.
turtle with the bowl in her hands?
I told you she kind of turned around. She didn't.
Okay,
turtle,
she didn't turtle.
but it's like a total shell.
Okay.
It could be a turtle as well. I would consider that, but she can probably do it.
Okay then. Well.
Kick her like a Koopa. Like, just kick her across the fucking room.
Yeah. I mean,
knock her into the other scientists.
Yeah.
okay. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but I think what I want to do here is, let me just check real quick and see. Yeah, that's not going to help here. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my 4 points of movement that I have remaining to approach her, like so. And then I am going to attempt to just fucking physically tackle her and try to wrestle her to the ground
Nice.
or get the bowl away from her, whatever. I'm basically just going like,
Be more specific on what you're doing here.
yeah, I'm basically going like full attempted tackle. Like I'm throwing my body at her, trying to get myself between her and the bowl and get it out of her hands with like any means
So
necessary.
you're trying to get it out of her hands.
Yeah, but I'm
So
also
what took
trying to
you-
knock her
what-
down. It's like a, it's a,
Right, but you're
Combination.
trying to get it out of her hands. So what's your check here?
I think I'm gonna use athletics on this one.
Yeah, and no matter what, this roll will be minimum complexity 5.
Oh,
Yep, that's fair. I can see that. Okay, this probably isn't gonna work out super well, but you never know. You're gonna go for it?
oh. That was tough on a D6.
Oh,
On a
damn.
D6. That's
Yeah.
almost
So-
impossible.
Yeah.
Wait, shouldn't that have been a complexity 4,
No,
not 5?
It's complexity
It's
5.
it's a minimum 5 for trying to knock it out of her hands.
Oh, gotcha.
There's no reduction on that one, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Well, it's up to you guys now. I could try to roll another die and see if I get not
Yeah,
a
1 or a
6.
3.
Yeah,
yeah.
because that's the
That's real low on a 6-sided die. That's only 20%.
Yeah.
so I don't know. What do you think? Do we leave it at this? I thought it was worth trying instead of not trying.
It was worth trying. I think you got
Yeah.
really close. Imagine you getting like 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, or something like that. That'd be awful. You'd need 2 advantages for your roll, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, at this point in time, she's shelled up. She's got the bowl. I'd say we take out.
The other guy with a full bowl,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
make them scramble because they're gonna have to.
Right.
They're going to have to
I'm
start
gonna take-
going for bowls soon.
I am going to take a collapse point, but then I'm going to also use my collapse point. So, sorry,
Okay.
not 21. So, that Chinku is also going to do another thing. So Stella, he's going to use something called mental hold on you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that thing does a lot of stuff.
I gave it 2
Also-
collapse points this turn, so yeah.
No pressure or anything, but I'm probably gonna get downed on this. round of
Kalerin, your
bullshit.
turn.
Just throwing that out there.
We'll see.
I got some
Kalerin, your
advantages.
I know. I heard you the first time.
Sorry.
The other bowl is where the pink is.
You
Yeah,
can't
the
see it
other
right
bolt-
now, but he's at the south side of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I see everyone doing some kind of ritual dancing majig. I'm gonna try to see if I can mimic that.
Ufala.
Can I try doing like a performance to see if I'm like to like try to capture that same exact ritual thing they're doing?
Are you trying?
Are
I
you
like it,
trying
I
to
like it.
help them? I knew it. He
I
was the
like it.
traitor.
No, I'm-
Complexity 2 performance. I got something to say for this. I
He's
got
trying to
Let's
help
see two
them
performance.
summon the demons.
What
The
is
past.
just before you do this? What is your intended goal? Just out of curiosity with this.
Embarrassment. That's fine. Yeah.
just pretending, you know, just
Fitting in.
fitting in, trying to make sure I don't get shot immediately. Okay, so that's a pass.
Heck yeah.
So you like raise your hands up. You kind of start saying something like you understand a little bit. These are omniscient words. I mean, you kind of knew it already, but
Well-
it's omniscient ritual. I'll give you advantage for it. Like
So-
you get kind of innate feeling of what this ritual is as you kind of partake in it.
So yeah.
All of you
The
see
other
this, by the
ball
way.
the other ball is like right there, right?
Correct.
Bowl, yeah, bowl.
Ball.
I mean, they all
So-
have bowl, like they all have empty bowls, but that's the only bowl that has plasma in it, other than hers.
Right.
So we have to get to that.
Yes.
Ooh.
But I
Uh,
thought there were 2 that still had plasma in their bowls. Wasn't it 5 out
Well,
of 6?
Yala has one, and then the scientist has the other.
Oh, okay.
So
There's 5 out of 6. All
so
right.
since I learned the freaking
How about
goddamn
seven?
so as I learned the
Seven.
goddamn ritual, I'm gonna pretend like I'm like part of their thing with Jig while moving towards the person with
Okay.
the bull, like in a in a deceiving way, of course. If that-
Okay, what are you trying to do with that deception?
like I
What are
said,
you
I'm
trying
just
to do with the deception?
like I said, I'm
You're not really going to be able to gain another advantage with that because you've already gained an advantage with the performance check. Your performance check is already doing what you're asking.
yeah, I'm trying to deceive the guy that's trying to freaking shoot me.
Oh,
The
there's nobody
guy,
trying to shoot you.
yeah, there is. There's a guy with the red, like up there.
The Tengu is using a skill called Alone on you. The scientist is using a skill called Confuse.
Yeah, I'm trying to pretend I'm one of them.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
a
you
really
know,
weird thing. But I'll give you it. Deceive complexity 3. I'll let you go ahead. You're trying to avoid the confused, what you're saying, not the alone.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I
Go
don't
ahead.
know what is.
Fine.
I don't know what is worse.
Who knows?
We're gonna find out at the end of this round.
What
Oh, for
is worse? To
Oh,
be
man.
alone or to be
You
confused?
have 3 advantages.
Should I roll
It's a
again?
D4.
It's a
It's a
D6.
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 Oh, am I not
Roll
seeing the
again.
right thing? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is a D6. Sorry.
Roll again because I'll generate us another advantage.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, he's no longer going to try to confuse you.
And
He's like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
so, as far as I'm aware, we're trying to destroy the said bull or what?
Destroy the bowls, and or if we get him to spill his bowl, then they have to refill it before they can continue the ritual. If I'm recalling correctly.
I wish I had like a piece of equipment here. Oh, I wish
I guess I
could
should
at
add on with your knowledge tonight, just so you understand. The vases and the bowls themselves may not be made of the most sturdy material, but due to the magic of the ritual, it seems like they're more sturdy than they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
That includes the bowls, by the way.
least- I want to unleash the heat. I want to unleash the heat.
So do it.
I would, but you guys are in range.
Oh,
What's-
yeah. He's
Kind of
thinking
say it's
about
worth
doing
it.
his blow up thing. Can you get what's the range on that? Is it 10?
It's a lot.
It's freaking 5 squares.
Everything
Like
within
all-
5 squares?
Yes.
So if you can get down here, do it on your next turn, you can hit these 2 guys and not us.
I don't think it takes an action, does it?
I
just
mean,
do it.
it's a Nova.
It doesn't take a
Yeah.
roll, but he's still like
Well, he
needs to
can.
be down
I'm
there.
just as a DM, he can athletics down there.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can
How do
actually.
you want to do
s-
it?
Oh, so I can actually still use. Oh, so I can use athletics to move another few feet down.
Yeah.
Another movement.
Yeah, sure. I'll use athletics. Yeah.
All right, it's complexity 4.
Okay.
He's got a
Complex.
lot of Nova points.
I mean, I got 4 on me actually.
Well, you're maxed out then, so using one's a good idea. Just don't need us.
Oh, double
Could
doubles.
technically use both advantages to save yourself. There, if you
Double
chose.
doubles.
Or just do it on your next turn if we don't succeed.
What
What do you want to
Yeah.
do? What do you guys think? 2 advantages or
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like, is this going to be game over though if we don't stop this right now? Because there's only one bowl. And like,
Well,
once
it's
the
one bowl
plasma-
and one base, so it's 2 things.
Okay. Okay.
But
That was what I was
interrupting
trying-
the vase is proving a lot harder. So we do really need to interrupt this bowl here and make them scramble to fill another one to complete the ritual.
Yeah. What I'm trying to I guess, understand is that there's one vessel that needs to pour into the main vessel, right? So we need
No.
Magically, yes.
So they're all holding the bowls up, and the bowls automatically lose their plasma as the ritual goes on.
yes. Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're not pouring anything. They're just the bowls are just
Okay, that
losing their
was
plasma
like
as
I
they-
just don't I use the verb pour. I understand that they're not running over and physically
Oh,
pouring
okay,
it
sorry.
in, but
Yes,
like
there is
I couldn't
only-
think of another one-word way to
Okay,
say
well, anyway.
they're going to
Aside-
make
Separating.
the
aside
contents
from
leave
the-
their
as-
vessel and appear in the other vessel. instead.
Okay, okay, okay.
Aside from the vase that Yawa is holding, there is only this bowl left to empty into hers before hers empties and the ritual is complete.
What were you saying, Cal?
And-
So as far as I'm aware, yeah, that's basically my. That's my
Okay.
turn, right?
Sorry, Sarah, go ahead.
No, I
Yeah,
was
it's your
done.
turn.
I said my whole thing.
Well, Sarah was talking.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say take the advantages and I'll generate more on the next round if
Oh.
if you taking those advantages lets you blow up and potentially stop this guy's bowl.
I think he said he was already.
But he
done.
said he ended it, so it's fine.
Well, I
One
mean,
sec.
do you want me to use the advantages or not?
No, it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens.
Things are about to get crazy.
If
And
one of us has to
um,
suicide bomb,
arrive.
one of us has to suicide bomb.
Okay, so you hear commotion outside of the room as two Peacecraft run in
Ugh, Peacecraft.
I hope they're on our side.
with their weapons drawn. They're
They're
not on your side.
definitely
They're
not.
wearing the
Gotcha.
Order of Heroes studio. Yeah. All right. I can't use class points because it's the last one. So phase 3. Here's the resolution of everything. So let's go from the scientists first. Let's do it first. So confuse. You're overwhelmed by new thoughts about scientists and gaining a minor negative condition. So Clarins, you are in range. This
Mhm.
one. So they are going to confuse you. They're essentially like. It's like almost like they know too much about you. Like, don't you remember your shipmates? Go ahead and roll a. Actually, I'll just roll it.
Okay.
Is it mental? It's not mental. It should be mental. I'm just gonna put him. This is minor negative. All right, I'll just roll all of them. Let's see what we get. 14, 6. Okay, wow, really minor negative condition into decorum. You lose your.
Oh no,
I guess.
no decorum.
Oh, geez.
Wow,
Okay.
who would have guessed? All
Noted.
right, that one's resolved. All right.
What does that even mean?
It means
yeah.
I'm less capable. Like
Clarence,
I just forgot which fork to use.
we continue once on you, Clarence, as one wants to pain point to you.
Mhm.
This one just says straight up, you get a moderate negative condition that affects physical skills. So all of your physical skills are now a moderate negative condition. So they should be able to set that. And there's one more, Clarence. This one's gonna knife you.
Okay.
Stab, 1 damage.
All right. Oh, I've got a. I've
How
got
to
a
use a knife.
shield,
Doesn't look like
so
he's
that's
lucky.
my-
He doesn't
that's
get
my
through your
shield
shield.
charge.
Yeah. Okay. Stella, because of your failure roll and the massive distraction, the one that I marked blue, I marked twice because I just need to remember this. That when he uses confuse, he gets under your skin. I don't know exactly how. Maybe he talks about how, you must feel so. You must be feeling missing out with all of us here. I like mention all the glean. It's so ridiculous. You're so weak. All right. That is a moderate negative. No, yeah, moderate negative condition for you, Stella. It won't matter in a second here, so you don't need to put it in.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized
I will not
Um,
need to put it in, or I will.
you won't because I'll explain in a second why.
Oh, God.
Because of what the is doing. So let's go through all Tengu stuff now. He's got 4 things to go through.
Well,
So we'll go with the
3, 'cause he
alone
can't
first.
See me.
He has dark vision.
Yeah, but I succeeded in my stealth. All enemies are
I-
unaware of me.
I did mention that as long as someone couldn't see in the dark, they couldn't see you.
Yes, but
They're unaware of you.
technically that's literally an ability. That's my special ability, is that if I succeed on that complexity 2 roll, all enemies are unaware of me. Like that's the text.
Right,
of
and
the
the last sentence says that the GM can decide if it's appropriate for the situation.
Where is that?
Last line.
Oh, that this cannot be.
Which I
ability
did give
cannot
you-
be
I
used
did
in
give
all
you.
situations.
The scientists are aware of you. In fact, next phase 1, none of them are gonna touch you.
Okay,
So-
all right, fine.
No, we are
Unfortunately,
not here
Tengu
to
is not
see
that
the
way.
Peacecraft, by the way, Sarah. We're
Okay, just checking.
all good. I
Yeah,
do like
that includes
seeing
Peacecraft too. The Peacecraft coming in won't be able to see you, Tina. The only person who
Okay.
can see you right now is the Tengu.
Okay, well, I know who just
And-
became my top priority.
hmm
So Kalerin, you cannot use advantages until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
No advantages. That's what the alone does. As this crystal glows next to you, you feel like you can't see your allies, or like something along those lines. You feel like you're alone.
How many enemies arrived on the scene?
So
Okay, just the 2-piece craft.
yeah. Okay. Then mental hold. This one's against Stella. So Stella, this is the crazy one.
Oh, great.
Mental hold gives you a significant,
Jesus.
significant negative condition. That's negative on every single thing you have.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, there goes my usefulness.
And then, oh god, here we go. The slams. So Clarins, as it slams you, that's 2 damage to you.
Okay.
Tina, it steps over both Clarins and being large enough. You were hiding pretty well, but it saw you go around. It's tall enough, and it slams you as well, doing 2 damage.
Well, that's my shield out.
And as the round ends, the bowl and the scientist is emptied of plasma. There's only 1 vial of plasma left, and that's the one Yawa is holding. All right, phase 1. Let's get some action declarations. This one's getting a little crazy. As they see that you guys can't be hurt, the scientists have given you negative conditions, and now they're done. All of them are going to be calling out knife attacks. So, blue one up top for Stella. Stella's another one. Clarins, this one's for you. Above the Tengu. Clarins, another one for you. Kalerin, one for you down here, and Kalerin, one for you down here. Below you. So I'd say down here, I mean below you, sorry. The Peacecraft coming in. They're not that crazy. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. I haven't seen their sheet.
Mm.
Oh, geez. Oh gosh. There's
Well,
one
that's
Peacecraft coming in, sorry.
What the hell?
There's only one Peacecraft. I take it back.
Really, Brutus?
Really? As he runs in, he sees you, Stella. He's going to throw a grenade
What?
towards you.
That's.
And he's also going to laser rifle you.
I mean.
All right. You guys have 1 round. Phase 2.
Okay.
Also, Yawa's shell's ended. She's no longer protected. But she still has a negative condition on her for physical abilities.
Okay. It's okay.
Now or never.
Just to add on, Stella, you know how you have the significant negative condition?
Yes.
Because she also has a negative condition. If you for range and for physical attacks, you will have still complexity 5 for trying to break the base, for example.
Okay.
So it's a minimum 5. So it does change rate of that. Only for physical skills, though. All right. Go ahead. Phase 2. Oh, sorry. I forgot to thank you. My apologies. Why don't we just slam Stella and Clarins?
Sure, why not?
That gem in the middle of its forehead. Can I tell what the hell that thing does? I mean, I happen to have
You have
relic
to roll a
weapon.
check for it, but we'll get you advantage as well.
Yeah. I feel like I should know what that thing does because crystals and glean are like, pancakes and syrup. We should have a knowledge of them. I would say a knowledge roll.
Complexity 2.
Ugh.
And that ends up being complexity 3 to your condition.
I mean, this negative minor condition it's negative minor condition, right?
Significant.
That's 3 hearts.
You got
Fucking
one guy.
hell!
You got one guy in the failure, and then you got the
oh my
mental
gosh!
hold.
Okay.
As the Tengu, it's like you're looking at Tengu. It's got like a hold of your mind. You feel your mind slowing down.
Jesus! All right, then I'm gonna fuck this up. But hey, my brain is a mess. You can't blame me. I'm just gonna make a knowledge roll. Yes.
Why?
Why? Well said, Richard. Why?
Good work.
All right. I wasn't sure if you said fine or
So just
why.
roll a complexity 2 at all. If you have your significant negative condition already on your sheet,
It does.
it should already add the. Okay, so you
Yeah.
should just add the complexity. So just go ahead and complexity 2 roll.
So complexity 2 minus significant. That's a total of 3.
Yeah, so just put 2 in. It should automatically add a dice when you roll it.
Okay, let's hopefully this works.
If it doesn't, we can roll another one.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
you
Did
got
that
it.
work?
With a D4, you got it. Yeah, roll 3 dice.
Holy shit! 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
So
Okay.
you get advantage, and that crystal's it's basically what it is, essentially. It's controlling the entire statue from that point. In fact, you get the feeling that Yawa might have some way of controlling it via that crystal.
So, does that crystal look like it's permeable and or vulnerable to perhaps lasers or other
Absolutely.
kinds of damage?
Absolutely.
Does it look like there's something that can be removed from the Tengu physically?
Let me check. I think so, but let me make sure. I didn't expect that question.
Oh, really? Because that's where my mind was going. Too. I'm like, we need that guy to be on our team.
This is Shadow of the Colossus, right? This is where
Does
we actually
someone
start
have-
climbing the damn
Did anyone
statue.
Did anyone take Yawa's smart slab from her room?
I did.
Interesting. So you kind of put everything together, Stella, for a moment, and you get the feeling that you're probably not gonna be able to take out the crystal very easily, at least, without some significant damage. But you remember that Yawa had a smart slab. She probably controls that creature via the smart slab.
But without the crystal,
Well, if you could use a smart slab to control it via the crystal.
Or I could
what I'm
use
saying.
the smart slab if you tell me that you just figured that out.
oh shit. Yeah, then hell yes. Who's good with computers?
I am, and I have the smart slab.
Then I'm gonna sort of yell over to TinaKiala and go, "See that fucking crystal up there? She's got some kind of whizzly doodad that's gonna control it on a smart slab. You go ahead and you hack into that thing and you create that bond maybe, and have it start stomping through Tokyo. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Heard and heard. And I
Solid.
turn
Did
to
you,
the camera
did you
and just go, you hear
did you-
that, fam? Game on.
you did wait? Oh my god! Wait, you did unlock it already.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I unlocked it back in her room. Because
Oh
that's
my
how
God,
that's
this
how
is-
I know her family's name.
that's
Yeah.
gonna turn this turn. I think completely on its head. Wow. Okay. Jesus, what love.
Ugh.
All right. Anything else, Stella? Obviously, you can try to shoot the vase. It's always complexity 5.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the only thing that I could do besides like learnings, like, oh, I did my learnings.
Can you hide so that no one attacks you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get stomped, pretty hardcore. So I am just going to, as befits my nature, and seeing that there are fucking peacecraft that are coming in the room and are probably going to shoot us
one.
full of holes.
I cut it to 1 because.
Oh, thank
little
you.
bullshit
Oh,
stuff.
that's fine. A
I
peacecraft.
thought they only had 1 attack. That was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Man, really want to get those damn Nova points. How many? Let me see if I did knowledge.
What you gotta do?
Knowledge.
You guys
gave
have 3
me-
advantages. So
I need
You only
something.
have to roll it if you're willing to accept a failure.
it's gonna be complexity 4 unless you do something that changes complexity.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hide. So Stella will just fly as far as she can over to whatever the hell this looks like, a generator or something like that,
Yeah, it looks kind of like that.
and then just
Makes some noise,
sort
makes
of
sense.
sort of slides down as much as she can under it.
I'm gonna give you the same thing I gave for Tina. Because you're in the dark. When you try to hide this, anything that can see in the dark can see you pretty easily.
That's okay. I'm all right with that.
But-
There are other targets.
But everything that can't see in the dark, they're out of luck. If you make
Perfect.
this roll. So,
Yes. Well, this is my highest skill is stealth. Imagine that. Stella
Yeah.
likes to get the hell out of Dodge and just stay there.
So roll complexity 3, it'll auto adjust to 4.
Okay. Complexity 3.
3.
You got it. This is a total of 4.
Just remind you of 3 advantages. So don't forget about that.
Yeah, I'm down for it, but here we go.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, you still get your Nova point because you rolled it.
Sure.
I don't get my Nova points.
Oh, because it wasn't the right
No, you
dice.
Oh, it wasn't that the right one.
Well, no.
Even if you fail the dice, you still.
I know, but I still have one
Okay.
more
Oh, okay.
to do. I still have my D10 roll to get my
All
Nova
right, so I'm
point.
gonna ask because you guys have 3 advantages. You want to save those for later, or do you want to use them now?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I think 3 is a good place to pick from. So I think maybe I think it's worthwhile to use if you don't
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Take them.
Do
Yeah.
it.
I'm
We
gonna
need
just
to
do
keep
it.
you
I'm
up
gonna
on your
roll it.
feet.
Yeah,
You gotta
fuck
roll
yes. I do not
You
want
gotta
to
roll
die.
2d12. You have to use 2 advantages for this. Not just
Yep.
one.
Do it. No, we know.
Do it.
Okay,
Do it.
I
Team
can't
votes do
get
it.
I can't get an 8 and I can't get a 5 on either one
And
of
you
these
can't get the
12s.
same number twice, and you can't get the same number twice either. so-
Right. Good point.
And
Here
no
we go.
yells.
Cross fingers, knock woods.
There
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
go.
All right, so I'm gonna. Unless you are you doing anything else in your turn, or are you done?
No, I'm fucking done.
So I'm gonna remove all the ones that are trying to attack you because that can't see in the dark. because they
I
can't
have a
see you.
bad negative condition that I cannot get rid of. I am not going to tempt fate. I am risk averse
All right.
in real life
we
and in
have-
role playing games.
Tina, Clarins, and Kalerin.
All right. I am, having heard what Stella just said to me, I am going to make a computer's roll to try to access that crystal through the smart slab.
It is crazy that this says. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it says about the smart slab.
All
It says
right.
outside of combat, it's a complexity 5 roll, but that it says specifically outside of combat, which means in combat it's complexity 2.
Yup. There we go. Boom.
That works.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
taken
10-1.
control of the Tengu.
My fucking god. We've just we have changed the situation. The situation has drastically improved.
Nice.
I'm going to share the Tengu sheet with you.
Oh
Sarah?
shit.
Hell yeah.
Smash that bitch.
Just step on it.
Bingo smash.
Thank you.
And you're gonna,
Does it require me to take any actions or make rolls to make it do stuff, or do I just tell it what to, or do I just activate it? And tell
it will
what to
have
do?
a turn in combat just like
Okay.
all of you.
See now,
Alright.
TinaKiala, this is what Clarins Li feels like all the time.
Yeah.
However, do remember there's only one vase of plasma left in.
Oh yes, I know.
The
Yawa sees you do this, and she's watching. She's like, she like breathes a little heavier as she as you get a response.
Does he
so
get
heavy.
a Does he get a turn in this round or not till the
Yes.
next one? Oh, okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Then
Otherwise, there'd be no
I
point.
am going to take my movement 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do exactly what Stella did. I'm going to take my movement to come back over here to this corner, and
Oh, God damn it.
It's okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
No,
Do you
that-
want me? Oh, you want to? Do you want to blow
He
up? I
can
can go
move.
somewhere else.
He can
but
move.
that clears out the center, so that leaves.
Oh wait.
But, like,
Well,
because-
if you want to blow up where you can hit
As many
these
of them
two
as you can.
scientists and not Clarins, I can go hide somewhere else.
And
It's
you know
totally
what the-
fine.
No, because don't worry about not hitting Clarins. Because whatever.
What do you mean?
You could just take your
Well,
turn
actually,
before
no.
Kalerin.
Yeah, exactly. Like Clarins can get out of the way, and then Cal can go up there.
Or
Yeah,
the Tengu
yeah.
can-
To-
or you have control of Tengu now. It's not like the Tengu can't do anything either. So.
Oh,
Well, the
gotcha.
thing I was going to say is I also have a hit everyone ability that I was going to use that works the same way Kalerin's does. It's just not as strong.
Mm.
So we could both do that on our turn, or I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna make my complexity 2 stealth check to end Tina's turn, and then I'm gonna look at Tengu's sheet to figure out what Tengu's gonna do.
Right on. Cool.
Okay, so Kalerin, Clarins, or Tengu.
So I am hiding next to this generator, and let me take a look at his sheet so I can see what on earth he can do.
I'm just gonna peek
Who
out
wants-
over here. Just so you
Kalerin,
can see what you
Kalerin,
got.
or Tina.
Do we want to do the Tengu first?
Give me a second to look at his sheet and see what
Okay.
he can do.
And it can also do all normal actions that you would ask of it. So like all the rolls up top as well are present.
You know, it's possible that well, if you can take control of the Tengu, then Yawa could just take control back.
No, because I have her smart slab in my hands.
Oh, you have her smart. I thought that you have your
Yes.
own smart
no,
slab.
I
You-
picked
she
up
left it in
her
her
smart
room.
slab in her room.
Oh
'cause
shit.
That's how I knew her children's names to like give her shit when we first came. in.
Okay then.
And originally it's complexity 5 roll attack Tengu, but not in combat.
My God, we've taken her remote control.
Yes. And he can do how many things on his turn?
You can look in there's
The
skills.
he's got skills
You do 2 attacks a turn.
2 attacks a
and
turn.
2 attack. Okay, attack twice around.
Oh,
Cool.
fuck.
But that might be just for
Oh.
the I don't know if NPCs act the same way on your turn. Let me check something.
Yeah, like if I'm in control of the NPC, do they still act like an NPC or do they act like a player character now?
Well, no, I'm just going to consider it an NPC or not. I consider them NPC. The question is, what can they do? Can they do as many actions as they want, or there he is. Okay, so you can ignore that skill about attacking twice. It acts just like the player character skill.
Okay. Then he is going to first make a slam attack on Yawa.
Okay.
For 2
We'll roll
damage.
for that.
I'm gonna say that is a melee roll.
Okay, melee plus C2.
Oh wait, actually, so his complexities are going to increase. Then that's not what he's going to do first. First, he's going to try
Yep,
to
just like, exactly
Okay.
like you guys.
Sorry, then backing it up, I'm going to make a power roll to grab that bowl from her hands.
Okay, just a reminder that was always complexity 5.
Complexity 5. That's why. I guess so. I could have slammed her first. Okay, right.
If you want to, go ahead.
All right, yeah. So then slam her first with a melee attack.
Complexity 2.
Oh,
Fail.
nose.
He can use your advantages, just so you know.
How many
Should
we
I give it
got
to him,
left?
guys?
Do we have
I say
one?
do it just so that
We have
turn
one
doesn't
left
make it
'cause
a
I
failure
used
and get us a
2.
collapse point.
Yeah. All right. So 8. He
Okay.
slams her for 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, I will mark the damage.
No
She's not looking
more-
good.
No more advantages now.
What do you think, guys? Do we just bludgeon her into oblivion, or does he do the 5 to try and grab the bowl?
I think the
Yeah,
5
that-
is too high. Too high
Alright.
of a
Yeah.
number.
I could just blow her up.
Yeah. So, like, if I could give you a preview, I think
Mm.
what would work well is after this, I can go next. And if I go stand here, I can use my hit everyone ability without, I think, hitting anyone of our guys. And then I'll go out into the hallway, and then
Cal can do
Kalerin
his
can
thing.
go over to like this side and do the same thing to hit them with his hit everyone ability.
Okay. Then I don't want Tingu to get hurt in that, so he is going to.
Nothing's targeting you right now, so.
No,
Oh,
but
you're
if
talking about the
they do their
explosion,
if they do their hit everything thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So then Tingu will.
Also, you have broken 3 hours shield. I should mention that.
Okay, good to know. He's got a speed of 5 also. He's gonna go up here to shield. If they're gonna be blowing up the lower half of the room, he's gonna head up this way to both shield Stella and keep an eye on these guys who won't be reached by the hit everything attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna hang out up there. All right, that's going to be the end of Tingu's turn then. If you're breaking through Yahweh's shield, then I'm going to leave it to Clarins and Cal to blow her up. Let's not let the NPC take all the glory
For
anyway.
real, exactly. It's our story.
Clarins or Cal?
Okay, I'll take it so I can get out of Cal's way. So I'm going to do 1. Oh, sorry, I'm on measuring things still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and from here I am 6 squares away from Stella Vella and 6 squares away from Kalerin. So
And from me, I believe. Yeah, you are.
yeah. Well, you're past Kalerin from my perspective. So
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm clear.
so those are the 2 I was worried about. Okay. So when Clarins gets over to there, he kind of shouts, I'm sorry, or ignore it. And then you watch as the cat body that he's been walking around in just dissolves in like magical energy
Oh,
in a fireball that hits everyone in a 5 square range.
Oh
Yikes.
my
That will hit
god.
Tinker then.
It's okay. Tingu's got how much?
Made of rock. I'm sure it won't hurt it that much.
Let me look at his resistances.
How much damage is that?
That's I'm pretty
Can
sure
you
that's
put, can you
only
put that
one.
chat?
Yeah, how do I send that to chat from here?
You
Just-
should be able to click. There should be a click button for it. Like,
If
to
I
select
hit
it.
roll Nova ability, will it just go over there?
Yeah, that'll do
So
it.
that
Yep.
works, right? Yeah, okay.
And then I can.
Pictures no.
Yep. While you inhabit a corpse, you can spend 1 movement point to
Wow.
destroy the corpse in an explosion. Each
Oh, it's just
creature
1
within
damage,
5
okay.
squares of you take 1's damage. Okay, that's not too bad.
That hits you still as well.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, Stella's 6 squares. I
Am
checked.
I?
Yeah.
Hold on. No, it's
Oh, it's
5
just 5.
squares.
Oh shit.
That's okay.
There's no-
I'm all right. I have some shield, so I'm all right.
Sorry about that. I picked that spot.
It's
thinking it would
totally
specifically not
cool.
hit
Don't
you.
worry about it. Stella's a big girl. She can take care of herself.
When you blow up the body and all the spreads out, you know the scientists don't have shields. Only Yawa did. And she still holds the vase. She's still standing there as hard as she can, holding it up, still chanting.
Oh,
But
Cal,
she's not looking good.
blow her the fuck away.
She's got a lot of hit points. She's got a lot of hit points. You can
Well,
tell.
get up there and
One second.
explode and then attack her if you need to.
If I get line of sight on her, I could take her out.
So that was a Nova ability for me. That wasn't like that wasn't my whole turn, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
sorry.
No.
No,
So
it's the beginning of your turn.
yeah, exactly. So the next thing I want to do is I want to try to do a medicine roll on myself. I have a med kit to see if I can restore a point of health
Did we
to
not
myself.
stock you with quick bandages? We stocked everybody else.
I
Well,
have
we
some
have quick bandages.
Yeah.
I just don't want to use one because, well, what would be the
This
advantage?
is the
of
last fight, and then we're almost done. There's
No,
one
but what
round
I'm
left.
saying is I've got a
What?
D8. I've got a D8 in medicine, right?
it's the last
so-
phase, Matt.
Oh my
Roll
god.
roll medicine to apply. You gotta roll to use the quick bandage too.
You gotta kill.
Oh, you do? Okay.
You gotta kill the
And
person
it's
holding that
immediately
vase.
one health
Kill the
level,
person
yeah.
holding
Okay.
the vase, and then they won't be able to pour it in.
Yeah. So okay, I can try to hit the person with the vase. That would, you know
Yes.
what? Maybe
You
I should
have
just do
to.
that.
If you
because-
don't, then the ritual ends.
Well,
Yeah.
my reasoning for not doing that was just that I have a negative condition to my physical things right now. But I guess that's only still like a -1, right? So,
Yeah.
and it's the beginning of my turn, so it should be
So it's
complexity
still
2 to
it's
shooter,
still a
right?
complexity
Yeah.
2 to shooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well then, thank you for the discussion. In that case, I will do a laser sniper rifle attack on her.
Nice.
And that's the one
All
that
right,
you do 2
range
damage with,
complexity
right?
2.
All right.
Fuck.
Ah!
Fuckity fuck. We have.
Wait.
We have. Do we have any advantages? We have one advantage.
We have one advantage.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
I was
used
like,
that
we
last
don't,
advantage,
we
I
use
think.
it.
Oh shit.
Thirteen.
Oh
sorry.
shit.
All right,
Okay.
it's on
Oh, we had
Cal.
an advantage. All right.
Okay, we're gonna do a failure prompt. Here we go.
Oh God in heaven. No.
Oh, you don't have any arms or legs.
We're gonna skip that.
Well, I mean, I did kind of. That is kind of true, though, right? In the sense that I burned off.
Yeah,
You did.
we're gonna skip
Yeah,
that.
but you didn't succeed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't like that one either. We'll try one more, otherwise we last point.
Oh no. No.
An enemy is
No.
back in the fight.
No. No, don't
Don't
do
you
it.
dare.
Don't you even. Stop, Kraw.
Well,
I've seen that look
the
on
only
you.
thing-
Don't.
Okay.
Now, to be fair,
Back from the
I
dead.
did take the third prompt. I didn't take the first two. It's a little unfair of me to completely be ridiculous here. So this is what I'm gonna do. You guys aren't gonna like it, but it's better than me giving the Tengu back control of under Yawa.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's better than that. Yawa, seeing you take your laser shot and missing, she's like, there's a sword of adrenaline in her, and she, almost instinctively grabs a shield battery and puts it back in.
Are you?
That's only 1 point though. One battery is 1 point unless she's got magical fucking batteries.
She doesn't, but that'll be fine. She did.
All right. 1 point of shield. Well, my shield is gone because Clarins exploded and I took a little point of damage. Totally fine.
Cal, move on up there, blow her away as much as you can, and then shoot her after you use your Nova ability.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Or
say, like,
Fist fight her, whatever you got to do. Just get away. Just get away from me first, so I don't get incinerated, please.
yeah, about to say, like, one thing of shield, right? Like, so what?
think-
So what? We just gotta smack her once and the thing's gone.
If you hit her and do 1 damage, then the shield takes it instead of her.
You need to move 1 more square. I think you need to move a little further. so
I'm
you
aware.
don't nail me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you got to be like a
I'm trying to be aware of like the fact that. Oh right, yeah, she's that way.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna hit me no matter what you do. Don't worry about it.
You can
No,
move
no,
on to the
I-
left. You won't hit her.
If you go right
Pick
there,
Clarins,
I
yeah.
think you won't hit any of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just right now, I'm just gonna
We're right there.
quickly as I'm running on by, I'm gonna like see if I grab at the energy sword and like try to make like
I'm as a DM, I'm gonna be honest to you. No, I'm actually
And
won't say anything. All right, go ahead.
I'm just trying to knock her shield out
Okay.
with my sword, which is a melee, right?
Melee complexity too. Go ahead.
Again, just doing this to knock out the shield.
Yep. Yep.
But can I?
Just let him do it. It's fine.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, thank fuck.
You understand that unnecessary? Well, it may not be unnecessary risk. Actually, that's a huge risk, and you have no advantages. But
That's
maybe not.
that's all.
Not
I
for
was
the
gonna-
shield.
If you
Again,
get- are you safe? Am I safe there?
I know what I'm doing.
Whoop, that was not what I meant to do.
I know what I'm doing.
What are you
I know
doing?
exactly.
Okay,
I'm blowing I'm blowing the fuck up.
Okay, so yep.
So yeah,
Unleash the
Nice.
heat. Each
go.
creature takes 2 damage.
Send them to the burn.
So who? Let me just check. Within 5 squares of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gets almost all of them.
That
He
one is
doesn't get
that one is 6. No. That one's yes. That Clarins no. Yes. Yawa yes. Yes. Tin is 6. 5. So
Yeah, everything
everybody's
except one
safe.
scientist.
Everybody's safe. Except for this putz over here.
Yeah, that guy is the only one who doesn't get hit.
Fuck yes. Good placement, Kalerin.
All right.
This is also
Yeah,
why I
even
said
Tingu is
like,
safe.
this person should be dead as well.
they aren't. They had 3 HP.
Ugh! They have 1 hit point left.
Oh, because the other ones
It won't-
got hit by
it-
my thing,
it's-
but that one was
It's not gonna matter.
escaped.
It's not gonna matter.
As Kalerin explodes,
no.
engulfing Yawa and the scientist, the flames subside. The vase on the ground knocked over, plasma sipping on the ground, and you stop the ritual.
Oh
Woo!
shit!
I thought that was going to be the opposite kind of it's not going.
Yeah, I'm like, did we unlock the bad ending?
I can't believe it.
Holy
It's
crap!
going to be like, yeah, you know, it's crazy. You wouldn't have thought this, but it says right here in the module, if an Ulran explodes, you lose. It's just
This is crazy. It says it there. Weird. I didn't write it in or anything. Okay.
Tina's gonna like
No.
pop out of hiding.
Yawa,
like,
in her last breath is like, well, she's not dead,
I was gonna
The
say,
other
I'm like,
scientists are
wow,
dead.
she was kind of weak for a final boss.
but well, I mean, it's the end. You did defeat her because you took her tinker, but
Okay.
she's like, before she passes out and goes unconscious, she says, "You've doomed us." And she passes out.
Tina like pops out from hiding and she's
I'm
like, "Oh my god, fam,
This is-
did you see that? I've got to rewind
This-
the tape."
The scientists see the tinker, see Yawa fall, and they stop their chanting. Like they hide in the corner, like fuck them.
Yeah, Tengu just goes and stands over these two so that they can't fucking go anywhere. He's blocking the door. Tina's like,
Peacecraft sees what happens. He backs off. At this point, he's done.
yeah, Tina's like on the web. She was like, "Oh my god, fam, let's watch that again in slow mo," and she rewinds it. And it comes back, and we watch in slow mo. She's like really quickly adding in some epic music
Oh my
on her
god.
smite slab as Cal goes running by Yawa, swings at her with the laser sword. We see a crackle as her shield goes down, and then suddenly everything like the whole like it's lens flare from hell. Joss Whedon would be proud as the whole screen momentarily goes red, and then the red recesses. And the bot zooms in on the bowl of plasma leaking on the
Oh my
ground, then pans over to Yawa's face. And just as she's about to utter her mournful pass out words, like a little like space emote of like a stupid face, like of the face pops up where her face was.
Oh my god.
And then the bot
glowing
jumps.
the lines. Yep. Oh, sorry.
bot
The
jumps back
lines
to
glowing on
live
the
speed.
floor. Yeah, they darken. The room is totally dark now. I don't know if you can see any very dark fit. Well, I know Tina does.
I don't know if Stella does.
I
The
think
slight
Stella
gleam
does
of the
it
plasma.
because
Yeah.
we've done that.
The
before.
the slight gleam of the plasma from the leak is the only thing anyone with that dark vision can see in the room at the moment.
I mean, I can I can use a special ability, inner glow.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice.
We've
Yeah.
done that before. We did that in the
Yeah.
the
In the
Nivik
first-
cave.
Yeah, in the first mission, yeah.
Speaking of the Nivix, Chin is gonna reach into her bag and pull out Bognog's little tiny crown and like pop it over one of her ears.
As the glow from Kalerin comes up, you notice that that Clarins is kind of over, like patting around on the ground, trying to see if he can find like any remnant of his former cat body, but there's just like nothing.
Oh God.
Can I want to
Aw.
look around. I want to see if I can find like a piece of its uniform. I'm gonna do a oh wait, that's
Uniform?
of the cat body that she was wearing.
Okay.
He was wearing, sorry.
I'll let you guys decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke around. Or actually, I'm gonna have Tingu look around because his senses are better than mine. Tingu's gonna look around. He's gonna make a perception check.
Let me check something before you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, with the ritual ending, the Tingu's crystal slowly darkens and becomes
Oh,
a
okay.
statue yet again.
Ah.
Aw.
Aw.
I mean, that's fine. It would be a little OP if I was running around with this guy all the time after this.
He's got a
Still,
lot of HP. 7 HP.
Stella looks up at this massive statue and says, "Oh, wish I could do something like that." Just staring at it. And then like 5 seconds later snaps out of it. Okay, so we're gonna like bring these guys to justice or some shit? What's going on?
Hi.
I'm gonna make a
Hi.
quick skullduggery roll to see if I can find like, I'm using skullduggery because like things that are hidden that aren't where you'd expect them to be.
The vase is intact, by the way, for those curious.
I loot the bottles. I'm sorry, is this the wrong or role playing game for that? Sorry.
I'm gonna
You
say
can loot
that-
them. They guys have the max when they have their scientists, so they have like notes and knives. It seems like they didn't know much about you guys. They knew more about the so far of all like Solid Bralta. They had a lot of notes on him. They had a lot of notes on Gelzak, Din here, Danello, that glean from the restaurant.
Right on.
with your permission, Kraw, with that roll, I'm gonna say that like poking out from under the edge of this giant vase that I'm standing next to, I find like a little uniform patch. And
I said you guys can decide.
yeah, and I hand it to Clarins.
Okay, that's the least gruesome possible trophy. So I
So,
approve.
so as far as I'm aware, like, are all the cultists here like surrendered or like
The
Dead.
scientists have surrendered. Yeah,
even what everyone else on the wait? What about the peace craft like down the hallway?
he left. He saw y'all go down. And
He
he's left.
pieced out.
Oh god damn.
I have to restart my roll 20 once.
That was crafty.
I'm not-
Nice.
oh my god!
Fucking
My
stop.
bad, sorry.
Fucking stop. Just god damn it. The campaign can't go on any longer with all these puns.
May peace be with you.
But
I'm not gonna lie, I still got 3 noble points. I was kind of saving for something.
I didn't even get to use mine. But that's okay. You know
Oh,
what? You guys
You
are
guys always
doing
had
just
call-
fine. You guys are doing just
You
fine.
guys always had callbacks you could use.
That's true.
That's true.
I
I mean,
mean-
think of those. I didn't
Wait,
call my
what?
mom this time, guys.
I was thinking of using my what was that one ability I just got? In great need, which is basically if things were to have gone really, really south, I would have called in for backup like immediately.
Actually, I'm gonna save my callback for the very end
Oh,
of
for
the
your
game.
epilogue. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are still in enemy territory.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
So, I am going to try. I mean, I'm assuming that Din here's been watching our live feed, but just in case he hasn't, I'm going to either use my own personal comm unit or like find one to contact in here and say the ritual's been stopped.
You have a communication badge, but
yeah.
all the comm units here, you're gonna have to use some sort of computer's role to get into, or
Okay.
some sort of role to get into. Yeah.
I'll roll computers to get a comm unit working to just contact in here.
And who has the amulet of isolation?
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, knows.
That was the anti-contact thing. I don't think we
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
have that on us.
It wouldn't matter because you have to activate it to make it activate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was curious. You knew you had it. Okay.
That was a computer. I
Yeah,
forgot to
absolutely,
ask.
it's fine.
I didn't ask you complexity. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, computers roll to contact in here and say, well, the ritual has been stopped. I don't know what that means for you guys, or if we should be thinking about piecing the hell out of here or what.
Well, that's really good news. I don't know how to thank you. You've saved billions of lives. If you could somehow make your way back to Stella, I can reward you properly, but bad news. All the air sea ships in the area have been destroyed, so you're having a little bit of trouble getting out.
Well, that's not great,
Still got the
but
Whistler.
Were those unmanned ships?
No.
The air sea ships, no.
Well, we still
They called in.
we came in on our shift. On our ship. Our ship is docked.
Your
at the
ship's
station.
still docked.
We
If
just
you look through,
probably
like,
have a space battle ahead of us, I guess. Would you mind if I did a knowledge roll to see if I can determine if there's a safe way to pick up that vase without somehow reactivating the ritual?
Sorry, go again.
So what I'm wondering is that vase that's fallen on the ground with the plasma leaking out of it. Can I just like pick that up and dump the plasma out? Like, will that?
The plasma's basically out. It won't.
Right.
The ritual's done. And when you grab the vase, it just feels like a normal like clay vase.
Oh,
Doesn't feel
okay.
like anything special. You're wondering how. I mean,
Well, what I was
this
getting
you
at
should
was
be
if
not saying
I
over
wanted-
easy.
But what I was kind of wondering at is if I wanted to do, if I could do a knowledge roll to see if it's safe for me to pick it up and remove it.
No, you don't need to do
Like-
knowledge roll. When earlier Tina had seen that there was some magic keeping it like more sturdy than it actually was.
Okay.
When you like even just just touch it a little bit, like it's not nearly as sturdy as Tina made it out to be. Or maybe it was sturdier, the magic, and that's not. So your guess is probably the ritual's over.
Okay, well then, in that case, I'll just pick it up then, if I don't have to, think about it, or if I don't have to become knowledgeable about it or whatever. Just because it seems like it would probably be unwise to just leave it lying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta skip away for 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So
While the DM is out, Tina is
So-
kind of wandering around Tingu, looking at him and diddling around on the smart slab to see if she can figure out how he was activated and if she can reactivate him and or set him free. So that's what she's doing. She's kind of like sat down cross-legged on the floor in front of him, maybe like, I don't know if he sat down when he went inactive, like maybe in his lap. Just I don't know why she decided to gender Tingu, but she did. Sitting down, trying to figure out if there's a way to reactivate him. Even
just
like
like-
without his damaging capabilities, just like to wake him up and get him off of the space station.
No, yeah. I'm just like sitting on
back.
I'm just sitting on the ground like, holy fuck! I just saved the fucking universe.
Good
galaxy.
chunk of it.
There's like a
Yeah.
bazillion galaxies in the universe. We're just one of them.
Well, you say there's bazillion, but there's only known yours isn't consumed by the burn. So
Yeah, that's
only the
true.
one.
That's true.
Well, just went from a nobody to savior of billions, apparently.
I mean, assuming that we did the right thing.
When Stella says that, Tina's going to turn to the camera and be like, hey fam, gonna take a quick BRB to refresh ourselves, but we'll be back later to chat about what happened. Meanwhile, leave your comments below and we'll like
How many views
set
do
the
you
camera to some kind of animation screen. How many views does my live stream have?
I'll let you decide.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say it's a shitload, and Kraw can decide what public opinion is. But
Oh,
in the
don't worry, I got
meantime,
you.
In the meantime, Tina is trying to figure out if there is a way to reactivate Tengu, like not even necessarily in battle mode, but to get him up and mobile so that they can get him off the station.
Stella has found her way onto your smarts lab, and with her little tentacles, she's like tapping all your different videos. And
Over
she's
my
like,
shoulder
yeah.
while I figure this out.
Yeah, she's like going on one video, and she's like, "What the hell is it? What the hell is a TikTok dance? I don't understand what that is."
That was, that's like really old. That was like way before Space Talk.
Space Talk, yeah. What the hell is Space Talk?
Oh, people like record short little videos and then other people try to copy them. It's a whole thing. It's a little weird, but
Is that like Flapchat?
I mean, it's better than.
maybe
I mean, it's
Clarins,
definitely. I think it's definitely better than that one website that was run by some kind of weird cyborg.
Oh,
demon
yeah,
person.
Spacebook.
If you guys are
Spacebook.
curious,
Horrible.
Any
But,
fighting you've
yeah.
heard outside of any fighting
Yeah.
you've heard on the state stations is quiet, very quiet.
Clarins adds, I think that's the spiritual successor of Spaceflying. This is Clarins' voice in his natural state.
Oh
You
my
haven't heard it
god!
before.
Stella looks over at Clarence and goes, "What the hell is wrong with your voice?"
Clarins looks a little bit embarrassed and he says, "Look, just don't. Try not to be weird about it, okay? This is just what I sound like when I'm not a cat."
You sound awful. Like, what the hell? You sound like you got something like stuck in your throat or
Tina
something?
turns to Stella and like gives her like a light little smack. and she's like,
Ow! Why are you
Not,
doing
not,
that?
not a painful smack, just a little like
Stella's very sensitive.
Stop
She's
that.
got like nerve endings all over her little jellyfish body.
nerve endings. Okay, sorry.
And
didn't mean to
Clarence
hurt
just
you, but,
looks like
shh.
looks over at Stella and he's like, "Are you fucking serious, man? I just
Yeah,
blew up my cat body and now you're giving me shit about my voice."
Oh no! There's nothing wrong. I'm just gonna give those Clarins a squishy hug in a sense. Just
Yeah, Clarence
it's okay.
deforms noticeably when you hug
It's-
him. He's like,
It's okay. You sound perfectly fine as is. No one
it's
needs
like
to worry.
hugging a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah. Oh god, I got slime all over my butt.
No, actually, I'm imagining it's like a sea cucumber. If you've ever held one,
Yes.
they conform to your hands like oobleck,
Yes.
and then when you let
Yeah.
go, they hold the shape for a second before they oobleck again.
It's like Stretch
Yeah, like-
Armstrong. What the fuck?
Like when you unhug Clarence, he remains in hug form for a
Yeah,
second and then
yeah.
just slowly
Then
goes like back out to slug shape.
But Tina looks around.
Wait,
she's
wait,
like,
wait,
"This is-
Clarence-
This is why I turned off the camera.
I'm just doing this. I'm gonna say this right now. Apologies. When Clarence like stays in one shape and then sort of comes out, Stella's like, "Damn, that was sexy."
Clarence is getting some mixed signals here.
Yeah. Welcome to Stella's life. There you go.
It's basically just try not to talk to her, I guess. And,
Oh, so we're in middle school. Okay, that's how this works.
Mhm.
So, is there, Kraw, a roll I can make to see if there is a way to wake up Tengu?
Okay, I'll give you one.
Okay.
But you need to convince me of what you want to do
Okay. Let
and
me.
what role you want to do. You can tell me.
I'm going to.
And I will say, out of game failure won't. There will not be a problem with failure. No
Yeah.
prompt or anything. I'm going to skip that for this one.
I am. So I've been pouring through Yao's Smarts Lab this whole time that they've been having this weird conversation, trying to see what she did, where they found him, like basically just trying to absorb as much information as I can about how they animated him in the first place, because I want to, like, I don't need to wake him up to be a warrior. I just want to wake him up so that we can get him out of here, so that he is no longer on this Order of Heroes space station.
Okay.
And like, don't need to be in control of him, just want him awake.
What role?
And because I am doing this by piecing together all of this information, I want to make it a knowledge roll.
What kind of dice is that?
I mean, that is my highest die, but it also made sense. It's a 12.
Well, I want to ask before I give you complexity because it's complexity 7.
Okay. Out of curiosity, I just want to see what my
11%.
11%. I can live with that. It's worth a
One
shot.
out of 10 chance to get this. That's why I was asking, because otherwise 6%. So that's not
Wait,
7.
no, that didn't. Sorry, it didn't click over the thing. I had too many screens.
Okay.
Open. Let me 7. Try that again. There we go.
Oh.
So
Double
close,
nines.
though. So
Really?
close.
Wow.
Oh.
It's
I
a pretty
did say I
decent
would
spread,
ignore
too.
failure, but I'm gonna see what the failure prompts are in case any of them are good. You might want to take them. Let's see. I'll roll 3 of them. Okay, so probably none of those.
Your
I
stuff.
don't,
gets
yeah, I
stuck.
don't think I want
I
to
wa-
relive
I
the
was-
painful memories right
I
now.
was hoping we get to succeed in the cost of an armor leg, but we didn't get that one. So
Ah.
I could look through these actually. Oh, look, the token fits. How does that work? Anyways, yeah, you try to get into it. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to wake up. You get the feeling that that heavily planned ritual is what kept it animated.
I still don't want him on this station. I'm gonna start looking around for like any kind of equipment we could use to move this incredibly large stone statue out of here.
I mean,
I,
you guys could, if you guys
think
want to
maybe-
players together, you probably could move it.
Maybe it would be a good idea for us to think about getting out of here. I'm not sure where those Peacecraft went, but we probably don't want to get ambushed or anything. I'm sure they're not happy that we screwed up the ritual.
Oh, I mean, we should absolutely get out of here. I just really don't think that we should leave this really powerful potential thing in their hands. I think we need to move it.
Maybe we can self-destruct the station or something.
Blow them up.
Well, yeah, that we can see if we can get some additional backup to like secure the place. Hopefully, get some muscle around to like.
Well, what's
grab
his
that
name?
thing.
What's his name said that all the ARC ships were destroyed. So I think it might.
It's
just be
very
us.
quiet outside the station.
It might just be us guys, but that doesn't mean the Order of Heroes isn't going to be here soon to figure out what went wrong, even though they definitely know what went wrong because I did blast it all over the compliment. So
Is it just me or is there a little quiet around though?
okay, are you guys going to help me pick this
Let's,
thing up or not?
That's kind of what I was saying here, guys.
Fine, let's just grab him and get him out of here.
All right, fine. A little muscle.
Yeah, if all 4 of you do it, including Clarins,
Yep.
you guys
I'll-
can slowly move it.
I'll slug my way under its feet and just kind
We will
of.
move. Yeah, this thing's not going to be active anytime soon, but we'll move to the galaxy.
Are you sure this thing's worth it?
I just don't want them to have it. And
As-
plus, it's
As you're like
cool.
leaving, Clarence just kind of says thoughtfully, he's like, maybe I should have taken that bug woman's corpse.
She's not dead. She was
She's just
unconscious.
unconscious.
Oh, well, okay, never
Oh
mind.
yeah,
then.
should we like take her with us to face justice? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys either take the Tengu or you take the.
Well,
armor.
we've got manacles or some kind of force. We've got some kind of net for keeping her captive.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got force manacles. I think a couple of us do.
Yeah, because we discussed that beforehand that a couple people had them.
Right, but how are you going to move her?
Well, we'll
Easy
chain
move
her
to
up.
Tengu.
We'll move him onto the ship and then come back for her. She's light.
Maybe we take her first? Or,
Well,
I don't
when
know.
you
That might be a good
when you
idea,
get to
then
your
she-
ship, you're gonna see other Order hero ships starting to surround. They're preoccupied right now. You get the feeling you don't have enough time to go back in the station, so you can pick one of the 2.
Okay.
I think we'd be better off to take her than the big statue
I agree.
myself, but
agree. yeah.
Okay. I look at I kind of give the statue a pat on the knee and I say, "I'll be back for you, buddy. I won't let them do this to you again."
I'm sorry, Sarah. I
okay.
gave you a choice between the 2. So
Nope, it is a 100% fair choice, and the group is right. Getting her out of here is definitely more important because she's definitely going to wake up. So, but she does feel bad about leaving the statue behind. A, because she kind of
guys-
likes him, but B, she doesn't like the fact that the Order of Heroes will still have him.
If
you
they even
guys bring
existed.
Yawa to your ship. I assume put her in a stasis chamber.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, let's go freeze her out.
And as you
Find out what
guys,
they're for.
as you guys undock, you notice all the other ships are preoccupied right now. There are 2 dreadnought class ships right now, but they're not coming towards you. They're preoccupied, like I mentioned. Just it looks like they're boarding the ARC ship, they're doing the ARC ship.
Wow.
If you want to be a hero and try to shoot 2 dreadnoughts, you can, or you can
Nope.
head back to
No.
you have to Vella.
Hell
I,
no.
um,
I mean, I
kind of think we've been sufficiently heroic today, guys, and we should probably
Get the fuck
take,
out
like,
of
a
here.
motion and
Yeah,
start.
you're right.
Agreed.
All right, you guys managed to fly without attracting any attention. And let me check the status sheet real quick.
It does specifically say that it can be used for transporting prisoners.
No, I'm checking something else about it.
Oh,
And I did
Fire
take the
chambers
fancy
as well.
vase also.
yes. Clarins at least has the vase, so there's that.
I'm just making sure she doesn't wake up because that'd be kind of weird if she did. All right,
Gotcha.
all right.
Just in
So
my corpse freezer.
in the quiet of heading from Gantha back to Yavellon, which is where that planet name was. I forgot of it. There's a lot of quiet in the ship as you guys have stopped Project Gasball. You've saved a ton of heart worlds, significant chunk of mid-belt worlds, and some ghost belt worlds from going into the burn.
So yeah, I think this calls for some celebration.
Kenna
Right.
is in her hammock, scrolling through all of the comments from the video.
Never look at the comments. Never did you nothing? Don't you
Ah.
look at the? You don't look at the comments.
God, there's like this like T hero and D hero and Z hero.
Those are
What's
just
even-
bots.
Those are bot
They're
accounts. This is
literally
probably
just.
No, I don't know. I think
It's
these
just
are like some.
Peacecraft accounts.
Yeah,
I
for
think
real.
these are some other Order of Heroes douchebags is what's happening on here. But like for the most part, guys, people think we're awesome.
Alright.
Okay,
At least
then.
anybody who lives on a planet that would have been sucked into the burn is pretty happy with us
Well,
right
that's
now.
everybody.
Which is the most people, because this is, if you look, Gantha is in the heart worlds,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of people there.
Well, then in that case, I'll get my drum.
So- Going, being all recorded and live and all that kind of stuff. Being heroes at the same time, like was it some kind of show?
I mean, really, I mostly just wanted to do it for posterity so that like people would know what was happening and that they were in danger so that they could try to get out if we fucked up. But like, I don't know. It seemed like now people know who we are. That was kind of an unintended consequence.
You know, I'm already seeing some comments on this thing about how they think it was all a staged false flag operation. It's this guy from Data Wars.
Oh god, that guy.
Oh my god.
That guy is a dickhead.
Oh, I
Yeah,
met
I know.
him once.
I swear, I met him once, but
Ugh.
he was in a.
No,
he-
wait, me too.
was-
Where did you meet him?
He was just in this random restaurant in Osovny, shouting at people about how you have to say Happy Space Holidays now instead of just Merry Spacemas. Weirdest thing.
So strange. I met him. I was with some of the Jura guys. We were getting ready to go burn surfing, and he was there trying to tell us that the burn isn't real,
think-
that it's all made up.
I think
But you know, when
was
we
it-
asked if he wanted to come near it on
I
a
think-
space kite, he had absolutely no interest. So I think he's totally just full of shit.
Guy's a total coward. He wasn't even willing to confront like these random middle-aged women that just asked him to please leave. He was like, holidays, and then he left.
Yeah, no, he's a toolbox. I'm not concerned with anything he has to say.
I think he said something about the fact that something about turning the Glean gay or whatever. I don't know.
Oh no, it was
I'm
the
sorry,
Glean were
what?
turning all of us gay.
What the fuck?
I guess.
Or not,
I-
or no, it was something about
Yeah. Just
because Glean don't have obviously discernible gender, but like neither
Or-
do Driftlings. So I don't know what his problem was. He was
Yeah.
just like on an anti-Glean kick that
I am
day.
feeling extremely uncomfortable with this conversation right now. I'm sorry, I think.
What have you never? But you've heard of this guy? You never heard about that? Oh my god,
Hell
that's
no.
so dumb.
You guys are keeping me from this shit, or keeping this shit from me.
You knew who he was. We're not keeping you from the compliment. Honestly, it's better. Like, don't rot your brain that way. I had that. Like, there were a couple of the Jura guys who were totally into him until the whole burn surfing incident, and then they realized that he was.
That I could not believe.
So like how much So before we get back to the place we're supposed to be going, how much is that one leader person we caught? Like, how much do you think she's worth?
You want to sell her?
She's kind of a bounty.
Maybe she'll die on the way back.
Like I said, she's
Clarence,
kind of a.
don't climb into that body. I don't need you turning into some kind of crazy. cultist. Remember what
Oh.
happened?
But I'm just saying.
Remember what happened?
As far as I'm aware, she
with
could
what's
have.
his name? I
mean,
did
as
not
far
like
as-
Driftling Clarence. Driftling Clarence was not my friend.
Okay,
mean-
that's
Ronan,
fair.
Ronan.
I mean,
Ronan,
as far as I'm
Ronan,
aware,
sorry. Ronan
That's
Clarence
fair.
wasn't even his own friend.
That's fair. I,
like as far as I'm aware, she
Never
could just have
again.
like. That's as far as I'm aware, she could just be have like a bounty on her, like dead or alive. So maybe she's worth money.
yeah, the like the ERC or
We're-
something.
Yeah,
maybe.
we're taking her to the ARC because we were hired to stop this. So like we're gonna get paid.
Better be a big bonus.
Unless, do you know like do you happen to know any like underworld types that might want to buy her? I might.
What do you mean underworld types?
And you know, like criminals or whatever.
I have
That's
never
my
been.
safe
So
bet.
you want to
glad-
sell her into slavery to criminals? I'm confused.
That does sound like that's what I'm saying, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Just
a
forget
little-
I said anything. Forget I said anything.
Yeah, thank you for that brilliant card that just appeared on the screen too. That one worked too.
I need. I need to look at something really quickly now.
Whatever. I just want to go back to the place, have some freaking like a buffet of food and all that.
I hear they have cheese fries, but I mean, that's just.
Oh my god, I would love cheese
I love
fries.
cheese fries.
You love cheese fries too?
Who
Oh.
doesn't like cheese fries?
I do not
That's
like
tr-
cheese
Uh,
fries.
Oh.
I think I'm actually lactose intolerant when I'm in my
Stella,
blood
sometimes I
body.
really wonder how we're friends.
Tina, I think we're the only two that
Stella
like cheese
stares at
fries.
Tina, says nothing.
Tina, Tina, I
We're
think we're the only one-
friends. You know we're friends.
She gives you the Squidwardiest look ever.
And then just smiles at her.
SpongeBob.
Whatever, cheese fries sounds amazing right about now, along with some cake. So,
That's a lot of
As you-
starch.
Well, I do like cake.
As you guys approach Stella, a planet in this Yavellan system, you note that even though they're once again the makeshift ship, my throat,
What the
Makeshift
fuck is he saying?
ship.
Speaking in tongues.
my
Oh, there
throat,
we go.
man.
Yeah.
Schmegma.
I'm-
Schmiggy.
ma-
Technical
makeshift makeshift ships. Even though that's what they are, they're all kind of out. None of them are like quite as organized as the Order Hero ships being. They line up side to side in a line. It's obvious your path is between them. As it's like a procession as you guys head. One second. The Whistler
There
moves
you
through.
go.
He got it. He got it.
The Whistler
The
moves
werewolf.
through the middle
The Wonder Bus.
slowly as it's-
Wolfenstein.
The
Sorry.
Witchin.
Wonder
with the
Boy.
open comms, with open comms, all the ships, if you leave the open comms on, there's a lot of applause. Just a ton of it. Even though there's not that many ships, there's only like 20. You hear all of them going for it. As you land on a specific landing spot that Denier mentioned on their way here. You guys get out. When you get out of your ship, with Yawa behind you, I assume, there's a ton of individual soldiers, more poor people, other just saluting you as you walk through an open pathway down to Din here. When you enter the ARC offices, one of the people there offers to Yawa from you.
I'm
And when you
streaming
get-
this whole part, by the way. The cameras came back
When you
on
go-
when we got off the ship.
When you go to Din here, he's got a pile of argent on his table. He's just like, well, like, it's always a makeshift operation. We don't have a lot of soldiers here. There's a lot of money in helping people, but I hope that at least this 30,000 argent can cover some of the costs that you guys had. Thank you, by the way, again. I mean, I organized a lot of the ARC to give you a procession in, but I think words are also helpful. So feel free to use the argent as you wish.
You got a lot of argent there.
Now, on to other business. Are all of you up for signing up for the ARC? And that's where we'll end it.
Oh,
Tina's face just goes,
The continuing adventures of the Whistler.
motherfucker. They're going to do a reboot of this series in about 5-10 years.
I'm putting our 30,000 argent. Should I seal it, guys?
Yes.
Well, let's seal it.
In 10
seal
in
it.
10 years, just imagine the amount of money that we'll have.
Exactly.
And then when we do BurnBryte the next generation, it'll have
Yes!
matured.
Amazing.
It's all of our kids.
With you guys having saved billions of lives in a procession from the ARC, that's the end of After Midnight. You guys have stopped Project Gasball and saved countless people.
Through sheer luck and stupidity.
They were.
And through not deciding to turn into crazy cultists and turn and done here.
Right on.
Then we'll see. Depends on obviously their future things. There may not be any more BurnBryte. We'll see in the future. Who knows? Maybe we'll continue. Maybe we won't.
shall
This
see.
is the one thing. So
That was amazing.
was-
I do have, since it is now the end of the campaign, I was hoping that the art that I had commissioned would be able to be shown here, but I want to show it in its preview version to everyone, and that is it.
I've shared it with everyone. It's under your player characters.
Yes, it's Stella with her artwork.
Wait, where are we looking?
It
In your
should have
journal?
under in the journal under
I don't know
player
how to share it.
characters.
Should
Oh
man,
my
it's so
goodness.
cute.
Oh, there it is.
It's so cute. I love it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and post this in our Discord once the full version comes out, so that everybody can. It is my gift to the four of you. It is my gift to the stream. It's my gift to the channel. It's my gift to everybody who wants to use it. The art was made by a wonderful artist, who on Instagram is Leah Jones _HEHE. Leah Jones is the artist. So check out her artwork on Instagram. She does a lot of good stuff, actually, and we may see more of her stuff soon after that. But as you can see, this is Stella creating the art of the three of them. Stella sort of maybe waited towards the end to insert herself, but if you can take a look in the back, there is also a sort of
I see
a vague outline
of
of a
Evie.
very special piececraft.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it. It's adorable.
I think on that end, we are ending a little bit early, but I told Matt I expect this anyway.
Yeah.
There was just a combat left, so why don't we go around to the final, perhaps the final, at least the final after midnight. Let's go around. So, Septur, where can people find you?
You'll definitely find me on Twitter at Kalerin, where I'm just posting nerd stuff, art, video games, whatever the hell is buzzing around these days. And yeah, you'll definitely see me around on Slices and Dices on a game from here and there. So yeah, hope to play more games in the future.
I forgot to mention to you, it's playing the red over in Kalerin. Wasn't obvious from the game. Playing
Oh, right.
the Inu, Tina, Sarah, where can people find you?
You can find me on the interwebs on Twitter and Instagram at Lovely Llama, and on Reddit with 2 L's in Lovely. Someone stole my name. And here most Fridays and some Thursdays on Slices and Dices, and sometime in the future on Mates of Fate. Entry date TBD.
Mm-hmm.
And then playing Stella, the Gleam, Matt.
Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to play through a complete campaign as a player. In any shape or form. I've sort of been forever DMing. for a while now, and I consider it an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to have been in this campaign run by you, Kraw. It's been an emotional roller coaster, and I loved every crazy bullshit, nonsensical, silly, drama-filled, and I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow. No, it has been super fun, and you can find me occasionally pulling the strings around here at Slices and Dices, and we appreciate all of you who have watched this, as well as every other entry within our Slices and Dices family in terms of all the role-playing games that we're playing. Come and hang out with us on our Discord. Come check us out on social media. Everything Slices and Dices.
Playing the giveaway, Clarins.
That is I.
It's Stairdweller, sorry.
Yeah, well, the Zivoy's name is Clarins. I'm Stairdweller.
Right. You're Stair.
So
Playing the Zivoy Clarins is Stair.
I think that is what you said.
No,
But
I messed up.
Regardless, so I was playing the Zivoy Clarins, and my name is Stairdweller. You can find me on the internet under the name Stairdweller on various platforms, but I'm not super active. I am on Twitter, and I am most active, I guess, on Discord. So I'm in the Slices and Dices Discord if anyone wants to say hi, or you can also just message me because I'm friendly. Yeah, I guess that's about it. This has been a lot of fun. And I guess, I don't know, can I like plug my own fucking activities or whatever? Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I also run a bunch of tabletop role-playing games of my own, and if anyone is looking for a game to join, feel free to send me a message. There's a couple I'm looking for players for right now.
Nice.
Sweet.
What systems
I
do
think
you
I'm
what
in a
systems do you
Discord.
normally run, Stair?
A couple. So Mistborn and Call of Cthulhu are
Nice.
the two. Mistborn adventure game. I think I might be the only person actually running a Mistborn adventure game. Like I've never met another one. So whatever.
I don't know this game. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'd have to ask Cad. Cad knows games, random
Yeah,
table
Cat
games.
knows
He might know it.
everything.
Also Call of Cthulhu and Dungeons and Dragons, of course. And I am kind of in the process of putting together a game of so it's the Spelljammer setting, but I'm not using the new Spelljammer stuff that was released. I'm using my own second edition conversion that I put together a while ago.
Wow.
Mm.
So that's the thing. Yeah, I was a little disappointed with the material that they put out. Not because I'm like a neophobe or anything. It's just I feel like they kind of like didn't answer the questions that I most wanted answers to.
I would choose space combat.
Well, that was it, right? The problem was the space combat. And I also kind of thought
BurnBryte has
they-
pretty good space combat.
It did.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Every
BurnBryte's
time I
got
was reading
great space combat.
Every time I was reading the Spelljammer stuff and reading everybody's comments on Spelljammer, not that this is about Spelljammer at all, I was thinking about like, damn, but the space combat in BurnBryte is so good.
Right, and it's so straightforward too. They did such a
Yeah.
good, simple job of
It's
streamlining
so
with, like the
fun.
distance zones and the directions
And
turning
the
ship.
modularity of your ship, and you can
Oh, yeah.
upgrade it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
I
it's a
want
great
someone to
system.
say, fire phasers, Mr. Sulu.
That's it.
and fucking
There's not even that much, and that's the crazy thing. You look at BurnBryte, it's actually not that much compared to other things. Like not a lot of chip modules. There's not a
Well,
lot
it's
of
like
chip
you
types.
look at the ship modules like if you were playing like a longer homebrew BurnBryte campaign where you had a shitload of Argent, then there's a whole bunch of crazy ship mods you can get.
You might
but
upgrade your
also-
ship at that point.
Yeah, like when we're on a ship like the Whistler, we only had so many places to put stuff anyway.
I wanna ask you, Kraw, seeing as this has been for you, a really great experience. I know that you've touted the joys of GMing this system. I want to ask. I want to start with you because you're the GM, but I want to ask you this question before we say goodnight. Not that I'm shilling for BurnBryte because we're done playing, but I want to find out from your perspective, what was the favorite thing from this system that you liked to run?
I mean, the combat really.
Yeah.
Everything. The problem is everything about BurnBryte kind of flows really well together. So when I say the combat, the reason the combat is good is because it helps out to have. You guys are really good players, so I can like let you guys kind of talk for hours, right? And that kind of works with the combat too. I think. I'll be completely honest. We lost some of that, and it's always the possibility of being unique in BurnBryte. and I think that combat allows for it. I don't think we like. There are some combats where it felt like we kind of lost a little bit, but I think near the end we saw some. Like for example, the tinker, right? So there's a lot of different things that you can do, and that like net makes combat way more interesting than, for example, D&D. Which I mean, don't get me wrong, D&D's combat's pretty good. I actually like it, but it's nothing compared to BurnBryte's.
It is very inventive. You
I
can
really
think a
like-
lot out of the box.
I love the risk reward of, you have as many actions as you want as long as you can do it.
Yes.
We get the rolls. I love the risk reward of Nova points, right? Because like maybe you want near T4 and you've plexi 4 rolls. Like, well, you could.
Yeah. And then you can
I
just
really like the
blow it.
player agency of the game where you get to say what skills you want to use. And yes, sometimes you're just farming Nova points, but other times you're like, I really need this to succeed. So how do I justify using my D12 skill?
Yeah.
Like, how do I
that's the
justify
coolest
using
part.
knowledge to shoot someone? How do I justify this?
As a DM, I'm never thinking like I don't want to deny my players anything. Like I do like the Nova point system too, obviously, because I mean I do like combat the most, but the Nova point system incentivizes players to do roles that they normally wouldn't. I think that's really neat. Like
And
you
I
see
love
people
the
do it
fact
for
that I
things
can
that
be
don't make
like,
sense.
I want to kick this empty soda can into that control panel over there to try to turn the lights off. And like in D&D, that's there's no way to do that. But in BurnBryte, it's like, okay, great. What skill are you going to roll for that and tell me why it should work? Like I love the fact that this system allows you to do all of the crazy fantasy world action movie slow-mo shit that you want to be able to do in a setting like this. If nobody has watched the sadly short-lived TV sci-fi series Vagrant Queen,
They're gonna say Firefly for a second.
Never.
no, it only ran for like 2 seasons and it was so good. It took place in this really amazing like 80s styled sci-fi world. There was like lots of neon colors and shit, but like 80s sci-fi done with 2020s technology. And like every episode
damn.
would have like that one crazy combat scene where everything would freeze and then like the camera would like pan through it in 3D to show you all the ridiculous shit that was happening. Like this person's getting like, it's a fight, it's a massacre at like a banquet table, so like this person's getting stabbed with a fork, like all like the weird shit that's happening in the midst of this battle, and then like action would resume again,
like Where's Waldo of combat.
Yeah, it was really, really, really well done. All of their alien species were really cool looking. Everything about it was stellar. It actually had a really interesting storyline. And sadly, it didn't last. And I was very, very sad that it was not renewed.
It ran on Sci-Fi. That's the reason
Yeah, it
why.
was sci-fi. Yeah, it was sci-fi. Well, Sci-Fi makes really good TV, but
They
it's
do.
it's a cable channel, so not everybody watches it.
Yeah.
It was one of those that I was hoping would get picked up by like a Netflix or something, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Firefly's
With...
even worse, right?
All
What was that,
right.
Kraw?
What were you gonna say, Matt? I said Firefly was even worse.
Firefly got ridiculously roasted.
13 episodes.
Yeah.
The thing about Firefly is the 13 episodes of Firefly that exist are awesome. And in some ways, I kind of like that it ended there because it allows us to all think of what greatness it could have been instead of potentially having to live through it sucking.
Yeah.
Sure.
You never know.
They just had like with the sole exception of Buffy, which lived forever, like they seem to do that to Joss Whedon's series, because like Dollhouse was really good too, and then Dollhouse suffered the Firefly syndrome. It got canceled and they were like, fuck, we have to wrap this up really fast. They made like a 90-minute episode to try to wrap up what was supposed to happen over the course of like the next 3 seasons kind of thing.
What were you gonna say, Matt?
No, I was just thinking the best sci-fi series that I've seen have been on cable, actually. The ones that I remember the most, the ones that like completely blew my mind with their innovativeness, and that I think influenced a great many RPGs to go, I want my role-playing game to look like that. I want my role-playing game to sound like that and have action like that. Like Babylon 5 and Lex and Space 1999 and sorry, Space Above and Beyond. Space 1999. It was like from the 70s.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, Space Above and Beyond. Just trying to think. Like,
You're missing one of the best sci-fi shows of all time that everyone just considers derivative at this point because it was so
ahead.
so
Tell me.
good. Star Trek.
yeah, Star Trek.
Oh, well,
Absolutely, yeah.
obviously.
Star Trek came out on
Everyone-
broadcast
everyone-
television, though. So I mean, I was
Oh,
considering
that's
like.
true. Yeah, it
Like-
was it on cable at any point?
Well, no, actually, it started.
Yeah,
It was
it was on
first
network.
run syndication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, like
Star Trek is so pervasive, but it also seems like it's so derivative now because everyone's like seen all things that come from it. It's
Mhm.
crazy to
but
think.
that's
Like,
because it's
back in
the
the
OG, man.
Yeah.
It's the OG.
yeah, back in the day,
Well,
like it.
It's not the
well,
OG.
it is the OG for a lot of modern space sci-fi.
It's very
shows.
pervasive, and we don't realize it. So when we see it, it's like, oh, this is not that interesting anymore. But you know,
It's
I will
great.
say,
It's-
what
I
call
threw
it.
out Vagrant Queen because Vagrant Queen to me aligns like feels like a BurnBryte type universe.
mhm.
It's also campy. And it's
Mhm.
got a lot of and the way that we played this game, a lot of silly shit happened
Oh
in our
my
game
god.
too. If you're looking for a good space horror series, Another Life. on
Oh my
Netflix.
god, I saw that show.
Oh my fucking
Katie
God.
Sackhoff, right?
I mean, I have a massive crush on Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah.
So I would watch her do just about anything. I started watching the TV show Longmire just because she was on it, and then it
Mhm.
turned out to be a good show.
Mhm.
But
That's one of
Another
those.
Life is also
It's
just
very good.
really like that's a great like space horror.
Battlestar
show if you're into, like-
Galactica, right?
I mean,
the
duh,
new one.
obviously.
Yeah.
I have
both I think are pretty good, aren't they?
my arms in the right way. Yeah, they are. I don't know if you can read these.
Nope. It's in script and it's very, very small.
It says all this has happened before, and all this will happen again.
Very nice.
It's my Battlestar tattoo.
Fantastic.
I've got Starbucks dog tags hanging around somewhere. There are shades of Starbuck in Masters, if you hadn't noticed.
Of
that.
course I have. Of course I have.
If we're talking about the sci-fi shows we like, I mean, this one's kind of out there compared. Like you guys talking about live action. I recently just decided to watch animes I haven't watched in the past because I just I was able to at this point, and because I didn't want to because I was cringe gatekeeping back in the day. So I was like, oh, anime is bad. I watched Steins Gate recently.
What is it?
It is a sci-fi, but it's a drama. It's Steins Gate. It is one of the best. Steins Gate.
Okay.
It is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
I'm looking it up.
My husband
There's-
watches a lot of anime and then drags
There's
me into
very-
it, but that sounds
There's
like I would
very
be down
little
for that.
action. There's very
Okay.
it's 23 or 24 episodes.
Okay.
Very little action, but it's very drama.
Steins Gate.
It's so good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's an anime.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's anime.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's
why I was
really
like, tell
good.
me about this, because he ends up watching anime that's just a little bit too anime for me, and I can't get into it. But I was like,
Mm.
ooh, anime sci-fi, I could watch that.
All right.
It's really good. Like
Nice.
it's genuinely surprising. I've been watching a few, and that one I can recommend easily to everyone because it's just so good.
Well,
It's sci-fi too. It's about time travel.
Oh, nice.
I love sci-fi and all of its crazy
Sorry, I totally
incarnations.
threw us in a TV tangent.
No.
And we got
It's
ti- we
all
got-
it's
We
all
got
relative.
time, right?
Well, I
True.
think it's about time we wrapped up, so to speak. So
Well,
we're not-
I gotta say, I'm Kraw. I didn't say that. So
exactly.
if
I was gonna say,
Kraw,
let's throw it back to Kraw.
I normally I don't respond to Twitter at all. So if you say anything to Twitter, I won't see it. So more likely, if you want to contact me, I'm on Discord and I respond to those pretty quick. So if you ever need anything about that, let me know in Discord and I'll let you in. That being said, one final question for you all about this campaign: would Project Gaspol have worked? Have you
Oh,
have you
fuck.
doomed the galaxy?
Oh man.
I don't think it matters if it would have worked or not. We
Mhm.
don't get to make the decision for all the people that lived on those planets that they need to sacrifice their lives to save the rest of us.
If it had worked,
I think that Tina is on the same page as Clarins with that, though Clarins said it far more eloquently than Tina would have. But yeah, there was obviously that little question of could it work, but a tiny fringe group of people don't get to make that decision for everybody else. They don't get to just choose to kill a whole bunch of people.
well, regardless, they'll end it here, Matt. It'll be, stay positive. Positivity bleeds it out to everyone else. It's not the right word to use for it, but you get the idea. Positivity is contagious. Negativity is contagious. So be positive.
Spread positivity by osmosis.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
that's
so
it.
much, Kraw. I never got to use my Nova point for my epilogue thing, but I think we use it sort of like, you know, like end credits of Marvel movies where there's like
Everyone's
10
a little
seconds.
cutscene.
Yeah, and there's like, yeah, and then it's just this one is a callback, but it's actually a future callback. It takes place 10 years from now. Stella is painting a giant mural of the Whistler. It's like a big, you know, a big canvas. And this is great. You hear from the other room, "Are you done, love?" Stella's like, "I'm almost done. We're getting here. The baby needs tending to. I'll be right in there 1 second, Clarins."
Um, of course they did. Of fucking course they did.
Tina calls godmother.
Damn straight. All right. Thank you very much, Kraw, for an amazing campaign. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you again soon.